Right, 28 minutes after 1. A very good afternoon to you. Yanjamumra, a year happy 98.9. Epahwada Benjumedian so unim say January is almost done, and at the 30th of January 2023. Echnano will be saying goodbye to January. Now, near Amanfo Nimu say we set sail for this year 2023. No, Bibia Atuye Edi Amayen. And now we are on Happy FM 98.9. We're running till 5 p.m. Now, Unim said, Jumadiano live, Nesim 100.1 FM in Tamale. And Afe Nesim 95.9, Bolgatanga. We also live on Facebook. And Tinobetumi join us live on Facebook now. Watch a stream, no idea free hall. And also now betumi edo comments good night yakenkai to the rest of the world. Now, so good afternoon. I mean, our production team this was Joseph Fadankwa Ewaha and Afi Thomas Kufia Samoa. You're from the Dawn, Kwabnapra. Good afternoon, Ghana. Time now for the talk on your radio this afternoon. All right, but before you best set off with a year and a conversation, two quick issues. I understand that this press statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, almost a statement about. We'll quickly go into that statement. There's also a statement from the Ghana Education Service. Now, Ghana Education Service, and we have a lot of issues around the education in the course of time. You better discuss some of the issues everywhere, but I understand, say, and the fourth estate, every release or more expose on a year, the rot within the educational sector. Come to think of it, it's time now for placement of a year junior high school students into the senior high schools. Now, the level of frustrations, parents, go through, students, go through. I mean, you ask yourself, say, where did we actually go wrong with all these? And then placements also no, and I understand, sir, when a year the expose no finally drops, people are going to bite their finger. Honestly, people are going to bite their finger. But early on, in a statement, Ghana Education Service, issue this is what they seek to put across to a year interested persons. Almost say a press release, SHS placement for 2023-24 academic year. The management of the Ghana Education Service wishes to announce to the general public that preparations are ongoing for the release of senior high school placements for the 2023-24 academic year. Management strongly cautions the general public not to fall prey to deceitful persons that may approach them to pay money for a place in SHS. Such persons are to be reported immediately to the police. We also advise the general public to beware of fake news portals and instead follow GES official social media handles. Facebook, ges.gov.gh, Twitter at GHE Edu Service, and Instagram at Ghana GH Edu Service, and website ges.gov.gh for credible information. The Ghana Education Service remains committed to ensuring a smooth, merit-based SHS placement process under the established guidelines and looks forward to your full cooperation. When you are signed by Cassandra Chumampo, for near head of public relations, the Ghana Education Service, Anna, or this our statement we buy. So now, what are they trying to tell us? Are they telling us that most of these portals now amount for a log on to access or more results, any placement, I mean, it's no more valid now. I mean, are they doing away with the mini check points amount for SEC aid in the selection process for their school placement now? Is that what they are trying to tell us? But in any case, Sasa expose no Anka, is this what the Ghana Education Service will come up with? Anyway, we'll get into that story later on. Now, near a womupa efa placement, but we are students, we are parents. What are the kind of frustrations we encounter in your bid to secure a placement for your ward? Later on, we do that conversation. But this one also came from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Mamin, go through this quickly. Now, me may engage my special guest in our studio this afternoon, or say uncollected passports at various passport application centers. And this one was issued some few minutes ago. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration wishes to inform the general public, particularly passport applicants, about the urgent need for them to collect their printed passports from the various passport application centers. The ministry is concerned that even though applicants have been informed through text messages that their passports have been printed and sent to the various passport application centers, most of them are yet to be collected. Accra and Kumasi passport application centers alone have about 30,000 uncollected passports. In view of the above, the ministry is calling on passport applicants who are yet to collect their passports to visit their respective passport application centers to do so, as they will be required for future renewal. Passport applicants can also call the ministry's client service unit on the following numbers to confirm the status of their passport applications: 0240 793 072 or 0240 913 284. Whilst thanking the general public for their cooperation on this important matter, the ministry takes the opportunity to assure the passport office remains committed to its mandate of delivering enhanced services to the general public. And this one is issued to all media houses from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. All right, so between 2009 till a year mid-2012, thereabouts, now or you're in charge of a year the presidency as the presidential spokesperson. Abra, the former president John Evans Satamils, Ekoni Krechi, Osha say you bet me a yen Kaidumbi na yede Akaino, Debi, in Chirimasoso FFA, woman yabi. Eddie Akai, Eyeni Abakosem, Eddie MI, and Eddie, or serve as the president of the Atta Institute. And he's also a member of the NDC. I'm talking about Koku Anyidoho Chichofe. Yes, the man Chichofe. In studio, or no guest for a one-on-one conversation. Now, I remember the days at the peak of the authority. Now, we in the media, those days, I knew Kumasana. Anytime a President Mills Baba Kumasi Bia and you see him in the thick of affairs, trying to ensure the right coordinations are done and all that. Na Jumano, Wajia Jumana ye ne pepe pesopa. At the point, people felt Jumano Kranas Wajia Tan and Yase. But Sebe Yase and Towada. We said you knew Sukune who Eme Jumano. And especially for us in the media space, yenyan attention at every given point in time. Now I am so selfless. To coordinate media affairs and communication at the presidency then. And they our studio we set into the conversation. I remember I said way back, my producer then, Sammy K. me. There was a timer. President Mills Bakumasina, ye Jane Kwan the regional coordinating council. No. You could say I said not Koku pesa still or attend to the media into in his rush. Or attend a bit to the media, Nana, Afe, me say, well, who didn't know what to watch it, Land Cruiser and Econo. And one of them say, Sammy, When you pay, there I see a Tyrell Land Cruiser and watch a bodyguard. Don't know, say, Winning Koku. So President Mills, or TB Joshua Free Wa, Koku no. And I'm so I say, Koku Aquaba, that's the same.
Nyakupadu Nauza.
Nyamiado Moko Balls. Good.
Yes.
Good. I remember you, pa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mikael.
Mekai mo ne Samike die.
Yes.
In Phantom.
Oh, Samike.
Yeah, sure.
Those days. Bar, everyone is Shares Royal.
Shares Royal. Yeah.
Hotel.
Good.
I don't know. You're busy.
No. But I just wanted to find out, say, BBR, you as president of the Atta Mills Institute, BBR see a yema or mampenyi dada nekra ene ni sunsun send your beya your background kra no wo pe mu no susu say o man no ya yawie.
Well, mamin charity for so na yema obi afishapa Happy FM. I remember
98.9
archives.
Yeah, our former program.
Yes, archives. Way back. Time I never position and Sana or the bar happy.
Yeah.
And you won't believe that I didn't know that he had passed. This was sometime, maybe say 2 years ago, and now early last year. Now I'm my friend archives. Achiano. My friend female voice.
Oh.
Saying the Baba. Maybe archives. I say, oh, not too long ago, archives passed into Makusi archives.
Oh.
That's how I got to hear. You know, that's how I heard of archives passing away.
Oh.
Anyway, may he so rest in peace.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So happy New Year to everybody, and thanks for the opportunity.
Great.
Atta Mills Institute, Asumdwe Park, said yeah. The able to be yeah. Of course, Asumdwe Park has been constructed, but there's still work to be done. Yeah, we're still waiting for the full green light to move in there and get the place. And I said the ACA.
Okay.
And they said the place must be up and functioning. Like the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. You know, there's a lot of archival material.
Good.
There's a mini conference center, mini library, a small cafeteria. I also said started running. Museo honum there. President Akufo-Addo Adaroma. Museo honum no. The tombstone has been done well. But like I said, there's still a lot more to be done to get it up and running. IGD said, answer 11th anniversary in July. No?
Good.
Ghana for Baby who say Asumdwe Park is up and running. Yesu Christo demo. But what it is now, they say, after 10 years, President Akufo-Addo Adaroma, but to show more commitment, commission on the Vice President Baumia on Sunday, the 24th of July, presiding Bishop of the Methodist Church, Right Reverend Dr. Paul Boafo, Kwabena Boafo, you know, presided and delivered the homily. We thank God, Ghanaians from all over. Of course, my own alma mater, President Mills' alma mater, Achimota School, choir was present, and the diplomatic corps. I mean, we are glad as a team at Atta Mills Institute. Myself, Andy Kankam, Clarissa Kolache, Adolphe Boateng, Edem Bebley, Eric, Sami, Kupome, all of us, we have done a great job. Small group of people, and but we thank God, and we are looking forward to greater
fantastic
successes in the years ahead.
But you made mention, said there are a few things to be added. Now, a complete
exactly
in his memory. You know,
it's not only about the burial ground. Yes, it's but the whole concept of the Asumdwe Park is to be telling a continuous story.
Good.
The man at Atta Mills. And because I was his spokesperson, speech writer, and all those things, we have the archival material,
good,
pictures, video footages, So it's like a clinic.
Yeah, that's
a literary clinic. Where people can come. Normal, actually targeting SHS, JHS, and primary.
Yeah.
Because the whole concept of the Tamils Institute and the friend mindset transformation. Maybe a minor kicker. Akodri yebeba ho.
Yeah.
Now we penny politics are saying politics. If we don't reorient the mindset of the children, we are dead. When you have dangerous characters, like I said, leading a mass political party, but we'll deal with Asedun Ketia. I'm sure that's the main subject.
Sure.
But where they comedies, those days now called opera, Olympia, where comedies. So it's about mindset transformation. The concept of patriotism, the concept of nationalism, the concept of love for nation.
Yeah.
That's what President Mills stood for. And we believe that when we continue to tell that story, President Mills, this is what he stood for. This is where he came from. From a very privileged background, even in those days, Achimota School 1 to Upper 6, University of Ghana, Legon, the law faculty, then to LSE, London School of Economics, for his master's, then to SOAS, School of Oriental and African Studies for his PhD at the age of 27, had completed his PhD doing concurrently with Stanford University in the United States, the first Fulbright scholar to have become president of any republic. He introduced the study of the law of taxation at the University of Ghana Law Faculty. So if talking about the study of taxation in Ghana and the law of it, President Mills introduced here when he came back from his PhD in the UK. A brilliant scholar, brilliant academic. And for me, what I loved about him was his fear, of God.
Yeah.
No sro nyami sro ni mo. Sebe from so but as God said, he's more interested in the heart of men.
That's it, yeah.
You see human beings, that is why David was a man after God's heart.
Yeah.
In spite of some of the things that he did. But he knew God. He feared God. Look at Psalm 51. Or ye bonini against Uriah. Uriah called Konenim Ukuwe because Sebe Nane Niakobo Bathsheba Adeja Amasebe Abedon Kon inti Pean Ope. But he went before God. Psalm 51. That God, search my heart. If there be any iniquity, take it away from me. In sin was I conceived. And he said he was conceived in sin and he was given birth to in iniquity or vice versa. He knew where he was coming from. Or say, cleanse me with hyssop, and I'll be as white as snow. You understand? Don't look upon my transgression. I know I have sinned against thee. If you want to judge me, I can't stand before your judgment. Yeah. But fetch me. And that is God. Yes. Bonino, so ebibeba. But say you gain your salvation and your redemption, but because maybe some of the things will have certain earthly repercussions, and
yeah.
So Absalom, his son, did things to him later. Those were the earthly repercussions.
Yeah.
But he remained a man after God's heart to the extent that Jesus Christ, came from the house of David, because Joseph was of the stock of David, and even David's own story. So. President Mills' heart was with God. Yeah. And I believe that he's with the saints.
Amen.
He's with the saints.
But so trying to preserve his legacy, now you're also looking at ABR. Because elsewhere, when you visit a year, Netumbuna, and I say, ne mausoleum hona, you can even find the last shoe he wore. His last statement he wrote in his diary.
Yes.
Well plated and, positioned.
In fact, yeah, because I've been... Way back when I was a kid, a child. I don't like saying kid.
Yeah.
Kid is an American slang. And it's goats and sheep that have kids. Human beings, we are human beings. We have children. So when I was a child, and that's part of the mindset transformation. I see people who say, my kid. It's an American slang.
Yeah.
And because we call them kids, we are now treating them like kids, like goats and sheep.
Yeah.
We're not treating them like human beings. You understand? They are our children.
Yeah.
They're not our kids. And I hope this afternoon, 30th January, 2023. Somebody is learning something from this interview.
Yeah.
And politics so stop calling your children kids.
Kids, yeah.
There's nowhere in the Bible is it written kids. Nowhere in the Quran is it written kids. They don't know. They are our children.
Yeah.
They are not kids. It's an American slang. And look at what's happening. Because they are kids and they grow up like kids. Into do baby say there's no control. Or depressed.
Yeah.
And then on shopping mall, on them school, papa. Because they were brought up as kids.
Yeah.
Let's bring our children up as children. And the point I was trying to make is that, yes, maybe when I was even 6 years, 7, 8 years,
yeah.
I had a chance of visiting the George Washington,
Mausoleum.
Yeah, in the US, way back. I mean, and subsequently, Nelson Mandela's own in South Africa, something, the Carter Center, all over I have been. And that was where I drew the inspiration from.
Good.
Into Prof Nankasa Otias in because after that President Kofu set up Nedie, which is the Kofu Foundation. Congratulations to him. And Anna Frank Jekum and Ebuano.
Yeah.
So I kept telling President Mills, Prof, who you 8 years now, Then you ask me, you say, why? And I said, Prof, you see, I'm not oblivious to the fact that loyalty na me woma wono. Yeah. Uni hope you ma a man for the Saba no be me. I always knew. So that's why I've survived though. People ask me, especially in the wake of all this brouhaha. I said, Koku, you see all the things that you have been saying, I say ebemu. I'm saying, so how have you survived? I said, because I knew. God gave me foreknowledge. That's why I'm not perturbed. Look, Master, change. I can't change. Is the only thing you cannot change. Change is the only thing you cannot change.
Yeah.
Which means that change is constant. Within the last 1 second, change has taken place. So you cannot change. Change is constant. Change is change. So change, Beba. But if you are aware, say change, Beba, and you prepare ahead of it, not change, you don't get worried. Yeah. So I always knew that change will come. But my change, I felt, say, Nyankopon Bema President Mills, many more years, into 8 years, no, then we set up the foundation or the institute, we work together. I mean, I just wanted to be with him, work for him, draw a lot of inspiration from my own passion. Yeah. So, having said this story, but now they are talking about President Mills, let me just say for people to know the history. So this is it. I'm not meaning but the 8 years didn't come. Yeah. Only 3.5 years and Nyankopon Efreno. So he left. Now when he left, man say oh afa. President Mills died on a Tuesday, 24th July 2012. On the Thursday we had cabinet at the castle. Nane brother Dr. Kadma Mills, a member of cabinet no or around. I recall, he had a cabinet, na my friend, Doc Namikajen said, Kadman, Nkomubi Ohana Mino Bra, ni Diba, Efa, so we any presidency, no, you best set up this thing because the man was an academic. In fact, he actually wanted to go back to teaching. But as an ex-president, you needed to give him a certain vehicle. He can't just go back to Legon and go. But if he has his foundation or his institute, that one on the wings of the institute, he can be flying all over the world.
The world, yeah, true.
Just lecturing, passing on knowledge, because that's what he enjoyed doing. And for me, that is what I loved about him. He taught me a lot of things. He was just a teacher, an advisor, and a father. Politics, it was, everyone say, but beyond the politics, he was a teacher. Now, so I told Kadman, said, look, this is what your brother and I had been discussing. If you're not aware, I'm telling you. But me person meji adenafa. Yeah. Into me paucho, o de register, even if it is a temporary certificate, kojito. Because ni party mosum, obra ewu enei. Ube wana obi register atamios bibi. Afe o hwehwe a better than legal document. Yeah. So kita patent, you know. Either you buy it, you pay for it, and I said, luckily Kadman listened to me. Within days, he had gone to Registrar General's department, put in the necessary things, And they gave him a temporary Atta Mills Foundation certificate. Subsequently, the what do you call it? What's
the final registration.
That's the word. The final registration one with the incorporation and everything came.
Good.
That is the Atta Mills Foundation. In the Nelco Records, you will find Atta Mills Foundation registered by Dr. Cadman Mills.
Wow.
I asked him to do it. Now, Cadman doesn't really, of course, they brave.
Yeah.
John Mahama take you over. I'm not too sure what happened. But of course, Cadman didn't seem to have space in government. Say, and I say, Ni Atta say, ni brave. Abai for na ban new law. And he didn't say. And Cadman actually was domiciled in the US before.
Yeah.
He had worked in the IMF World Bank for years. So he retired as a senior World Bank officer and resident in the US. Nebra, and then they buy to come and help, advise, and stuff like that. Masa you baby ako baby. So after a while, nobody was minding him. He left back to the US. Until foundation, no. After lessons in him. You can't find Cadman. He has a certificate. There's nothing. But it was a burning desire that this man's legacy cannot die. Because me too, my legacy is tied to that legacy.
Yeah, true.
So when people say, why are you crying more than the bereaved? And now, are you an Atta Mills? Why? It's out of ignorance that they are saying what they are saying. As somebody will say, I can forgive ignorance. But when ignorance is laced with arrogance, I don't forgive it. Because that is stupidity. It's good to be ignorant.
Yeah.
And I said that you are ignorant. But when you are ignorant and you are arrogant as well, and so you won't ask, exactly. Then that one it borders on stupidity.
Yeah.
And I don't feel sorry for people who are stupid. Open we are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't know the story, ask. And now then, Anyidoho ignorance. My own political career is linked, intrinsically linked. As a Kwame Nkrumah independence.
Yeah.
Or see, the independence of Ghana is meaningless.
So we can't write your history without stating.
I cannot write my history without Atta Mills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure.
Wow, how can I write that history?
Yeah.
That is my political history. One morning, and called me. This was after the 2004 election.
Yeah.
So let's reel back. We had lost 2000.
Yeah.
19 years of President Rawlings, Ghana for Maza.
Encore.
Accountability firm. And President Kufuor. And I remember that elections to MPP4, I give it to them any day. Well executed. 2000. To the extent that today I can still remember Kufuor's campaign song.
Yeah.
We need a man to save Mother Ghana. An honest man like J. Kufuor. A God-fearing man and a man with a vision to save our motherland from suppression and oppression, to make Ghana a happy home.
Wow.
Kufuor, J. Kufuor, Ghana Cheboe, Kufuor, J. Kufuor, Ghana Frewe. I mean,
yeah,
well executed. I'm into communications, I'm into PR, I'm into campaign strategy. I know how to appreciate. It's not because I'm MPP.
Yeah.
I know how to appreciate. That was a well-executed campaign. So as old as I am, how many years ago, I can still sing that song.
So you believe they won that election on merit?
Oh, on merit, 2000.
I say.
Oh, nobody challenged it. Nobody challenged it. I mean, President Rawlings himself.
The wind of change was already blowing.
It was 19 years of the Rawlings era. People genuinely wanted a change. And so it went Kufuor's way.
Yeah.
And so what you can't do anything about it. You understand? Same way. So I composed one for Mills.
Good.
The John Atta Mills.
Yeah.
Because the song is there. And Lenny Akpadi had then made it a hit song.
Yeah.
All other gods, they are the works of men. You are the most. But what I did was to change the words.
So you did a remix of it.
Good. I wrote
your own lyrics.
I wrote it myself.
Good. Okay.
Jerry Modi. Jerry Chacha Modi.
Yeah.
He will tell you. We went to the studio at Odoko. Roro.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Roro studio.
Roro, sound engineer.
Good. Buzia Junction. I was in the studio myself. And John Atta Mills, he's a man of peace. He is the obvious choice. There is none like him. John Atta Mills, he's a man of peace. He is the obvious choice. There is none like him. Atta Mills, he is the best choice. Atta Mills, Oman Penny Fufru. Atta Mills, he is the best choice. Atta Mills, Oman Penny Fufru. Atta Mills, Atta Mills, Atta Mills, Atta Mills, Atta Mills, he is the best choice. Atta Mills, Oman Penny Fufru. My brother.
Wow.
This is Koku.
Wow.
This is the work that we have
So
done.
you are a composer as well.
Gifted. Multi-talented.
Great.
And writing is my forte. Amen. And I give thanks to God. I can sit at Accra Sports Stadium watching my favorite team, House of Folk, beat the team I don't like the most, Kotoko.
I see.
And I'll be rejoicing. Good. And I'll still be writing articles.
8.9.
Or watch Arsenal beat Manchester United, and I'll still be writing articles. It is God giving. And I praise God for it. I thank God for the talent. And God has given everybody talent too. Discover yours.
But you've not explored any of these talents beyond politics.
Oh no, I do a lot of writing.
Yeah.
Oh, I do a lot of writing articles. In fact, as I speak to you, and I have manuscripts ready to turn into books.
Great.
All I have to do is find a publisher. So if a publisher is listening to me, maybe I'm advertising on Happy FM for free, 98.9.
Great.
If there's a publisher out there, you come to me.
Yeah.
We'll publish books. I have manuscripts. In fact,
8.9.
the interesting one is my 48 plus hours in detention. This was in 2018.
Yeah.
Koku. It is this same program.
Oh, I see.
Look at God. Oh.
Then.
It was then, 2018, this same program. And yeah, power.
Dabeng.
So this was, oh my goodness. You know, when I was coming to the studio, that one was not actually in studio. It was via radio.
Okay.
Via phone.
Yeah.
This was when the coalition of opposition parties were fighting the Nana Akufo-Addo administration.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, the Ghana Sasibema US buying soldiers, Asrafo. Now we're creating military base war. And if you remember,
I remember that.
All the storms, Yempin. And now those days I was the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. Other small parties, other individuals. Enti near press conference, Debbie. So before the press conference, and so I granted an interview to the gentleman who was here before,
Oketechi, yeah.
And what did I say, Minia? I said, look, when Team M4, people, citizens, citizens,
not
spectators.
Yeah.
Into President Yesu Paucho. Sadly, we men the history of American soldiers all over the place. We know. Into Paucho. Me Paucho men bu eduan she wasum.
Yeah.
Tie die kano. And yes, sir, there will be citizens agitation. It will be civilian agitation. Oh. Civilian agitation. The American count them say this time it will not be a military coup d'etat. It will be a civilian coup d'etat. Boy, said that I'm Koka. And I said, look, history has a very interesting way of repeating itself.
Yeah.
Say, be a sipen, a bit to me a sibium. I said, I'm Koka, sir. This conversation that everybody has every day. Oh. But you know what? A certain Johnson Kojo Asedun Ketia was behind it. We'll get to him. I have nothing against him. Oh.
Okay.
But baby, we will now expose him.
We will expose him.
Oh, yeah. The NDC has pampered him for too long.
I see.
And he thinks that he wants to destroy the NDC. No. I said, okay, you will not be allowed to destroy the NDC. You will leave the NDC. Kwame Rollins discover who by NDC. And also Ajimano. You will leave the NDC. You won't destroy it. And the cover. So one of the interesting books I've written, back to the book matter, is my experience in the BNI cells.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm titling it Caged.
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 C-A-G-E-D.
98.9. And very interesting. It was only 48 hours plus.
Yeah.
But it was like a lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine.
And the experience, one of my interesting parts of it was I was alone
yeah.
in solitary confinement. And there's somebody to talk to. And
did you enjoy the support of your party then?
we did. I did.
Okay.
Oh no, come on, I did. I mean, NDC, beautiful party. That's why Senate will not be allowed to destroy.
But was your boss then in support of your bid and what you stood for then?
Well, I thought he was until the other things happened. Anyway, so there's no human being to talk to, and so you have to make friends. You have to make the best out of the
situation. Then. Good.
You know who my best friends became? Ants.
Oh.
In Tatia.
No.
You know, so I had to just sit and watch ants crawl.
Yeah.
Up and down. And it was interesting watching the movement.
The life of the ants.
The life of the ants.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole chapter in that book. I think I even remember naming some of the ants.
Wow.
Watching them come, pick little things, go up. They meet each other on the way as a mapping.
Yeah.
But then they give way, they go, they come. And these little tiny creatures. And how meticulous they can be.
Yeah.
As they make their daily movements. So why shouldn't human beings be meticulous? A baby horse. Honestly,
I think it's even a Bible quotation or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Oh, is it true? Okay. Maybe your producers can.
Yeah.
If you check it now, I'm sure we can get the exact events. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
but you're free or no?
Well,
you're free.
But I'm in Kwasia.
Oh,
she's now Iyoko boss.
Yeah.
Extremely professional she was. Interestingly enough, those is the officer, now President Mills, only President Mills picture. And never. Why? Because when she was passing out from the police college, in her intake, she was the overall best cadet.
Okay, then.
Memani, so she came out as the overall best cadet in her intake. And President Mills was then the vice president under Rawlings. So this must have been 97, 98, thereabout.
Yeah.
It's not a vice president and chairman of the police council.
Yeah.
So he was the reviewing officer. It's on no day. Sword of honor. At the man. And she tells me, of course, not that she tells me, I saw it, and then she told me that, look, it's her most cherished.
Okay, so Oba, check out the Bible quotation.
Okay.
Proverbs 6:6-8. Also, go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Without having any chief, officer, or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in
Wow. I am good. What?
A quotation, no.
You see, so that's how deep the Bible is. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm a student at a Trinity Theological Seminary these days.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm studying theology at Trinity. Yeah, I mean 8 years last year. Great institution.
Good.
Professor Samajedu and his team. So it means that there's still a lot to read in the Bible, eh?
Yeah.
I've not seen this before. So that you see, every day we are learning.
So in your sober mood,
yes,
you have nothing to ponder on, and
just watch it. And you see, also you go to the ant, O sluggard.
Good.
Consider her ways and be wise, without having any chief. And I think I'm interested in 7 and 8.
Good.
Without having any chief, officer or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest.
Yeah.
Deep.
Very deep.
Very deep. And then we human beings, we say we have leaders, national chairman, national leader, general secretary, and even the ant is thinking more than them.
98.9.
The ant is thinking more than them. Lord, you are God.
Yeah.
Oh, he's God. I'm telling you. And that's what I was watching. That's what I was observing.
Yeah.
Them gather, prepare their bread, and gather their food. When they come and they move and they are moving, Very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, same as the bees,
Yeah.
same as the termites. Look at the termites or the anthill.
Yeah.
You see the anthills. So you ask yourself how these little tiny creatures
We're able to build,
are able to
such
build this.
an
I'm telling
anthill,
you,
Yeah.
there's a God.
There's a God.
I think the same proverb says there's only a fool who says in his heart that there's no
There's
God.
no God, yeah.
Anyway, so those experiences, like I'm saying, so the police people too, the professionalism, Mami Tiwa and her squad at the time, then to the BNI cells,
happy 98.9.
BNI cells, immigration,
Immigration, yeah.
professional officers. I was not tortured though. Not a single torture, not a single interrogation. It was just politics.
Yeah.
I mean, so I took it in good faith. Politics. Funnily enough, and I don't drew BNI cells no. I'm gonna make share cell mu mattress na bread.
Ow. Any akakrabe count.
But mattress na bread.
Yeah.
I'm a BNI officer no. Or they may or children say this is where you sleep. Or see, well, for your information, this is where Kennedy Japan also slept on the same mattress when he also came here.
Oh.
You know?
Mattress.
Yeah. Professional officers.
Happy
Now.
98.9.
And then when I got discharged after 48 hours, they took me home. It was almost arrested me on a holy Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then they left me on a holy Thursday. It was Easter period. And Mamiya Tiwa just said to me pointedly, Koku, it's Thursday, holy Thursday. A lot of my men are not on ground. They've gone to Kwewu.
Yeah.
Easter. Kwewu.
Easter, yeah.
If I leave you, I'm not too sure where you will go. For your own safety, we'll take you home. Wow. Tuesday, after Easter Monday, report. And we'll continue from there. If you have nothing against you, you're a free man. But if we have something against you, well, then that's your own problem.
Yeah.
So Tiwa got a police dispatch rider. The same policemen who arrested me and went to search my house, giddy, were the same policemen who escorted me home. Can you imagine? That's the doing of God. They escorted me home. Now, and I'm a politician.
Yeah.
I've been at the presidency before. I'm still a politician. We haven't finished our work in government.
Yeah.
Oh, there are more glorious days ahead. My glorious days are coming. This country, we shall rebuild it. We shall rebuild this country. No problems at all. They are saying we will redo it. Anyway, so for me, thinking forward, why would policemen and BNI officers treat me so professionally? Now me pay free BNI cells needs police. Me say politics in tea. Now me could do them. That was a major point of departure between myself and Asiedun Ketia. That was the beginning of it. Because I was his deputy then.
Yeah.
Waba kodidi akufado atemni Tiwa no matem. Nyefanye politics. Me Koku Anyidoho.
Son or catcher.
Well, that is what he was doing.
That is what he was doing.
Oh yeah, he was there. He was going after. But the bull, Koku Anyidoho, the bull. Me Koku Anyidoho. Yes, bull. She just bull Jimmy. E wo koke you be bull eh. O janga bull Jimmy eh. But monji bull eh. Me je bull Jimmy. Well brought up from a good Christian home, good schools. Achimota Form 5, Labone State from University of Ghana, Legon. Good friends, good. So I don't allow politics to turn me into an idiot. Besides, the slave trade was abolished centuries ago, so I'm not a slave to anybody. No. I'm a slave to my own conscience, first of all, to God. It's my ba, my pie. Now I said, I'm radio, so now, ucha, nanagdo, dapa, na ucha Tiwa dapa. She's Mrs. Mamiya Tiwa Adodankwa. She's not Miss Adodankwa. She's a Mrs. And Akufo-Addo niaba, and Akufo-Addo niaba. Oni Akufo-Addo embo ebusia. Mamiya Tiwa ofri banka.
Yeah.
Ewa Ashanti region. Nanado ofri chebi ha. Omu embo ebusia. So professionals I've dealt with, and I've gone home. You people think that because of politics, I should be on air lambasting the president and Mami Yatiwa, the police service, the BNI.
Why? They instructed you to go on, on that,
Then suddenly, he went to police BNI and at the end Okati deal.
So you make noise.
Yes, come and make
the persecution.
Like what they have done to destroy the face of the NDC. All the noise in the NDC now, all this noise about reshuffle, it's noise, needless. Yeah, we'll come to that one.
Yeah.
So I said, I won't make any noise. Me a cowboys here gum, and me call a police BNI no and mami sikebi. It's a me buy. I'm not mean chanana do adapa, and I mean.
They wanted you to cook stories.
Yeah, come and cook
to make the government.
That is what they have done to a lot of boys. Wow. Go and lie. Say politics, power, and he can't. I didn't see Rollins. Yes, I didn't see Rollins doing that. Atamos didn't teach me to that. It is so beautiful for Abba. And then the modus operandi, No, I don't do my politics like that. Politics of conscience and politics of morality. That is me. I don't do anybody's bidding. I do my own bidding. And that's why myself and President Mills were like this. Towards the latter days of President Rawlings in their life, I was like this with him. I got President Rawlings to move to Asumdwe Park on the 24th of July 2020 to place a flower on the tombstone of President Mills. For that alone, I'm grateful to God that the two of them could get back together again. This was July. Yeah. By November, he was gone. My little girl, Sichofe Ablavi Mivoma Anyidoho, died on the 7th of November. Then Rollins passed on the 12th. I said, Nketiah lives not too far from me. My little girl died. They didn't even send a dog from the headquarters.
You were still his deputy then?
2020, I was no more
deputy. You had exited office,
Yeah. Send me na mepe. And I'm a bayu. Not a single soul from the NDC came to commiserate with me.
Wow. Did you inform them officially?
But it's there, it's in the news.
Went viral, yeah.
Now, the worst part of it is that no problem, send them there by force. Then a close associate of John Mahama called Jifa Gunu, one of Standogwe's boys, those boys, recruited for a purpose, go after Koku. So Jifa Gunu writes on social media that I killed my own 8-year-old daughter.
You don't mean it?
Oh, yeah.
But how can people
and used her. I didn't only kill her. I killed her and used her blood for ritual purposes.
Christ.
Say many people say me Kujo Mahama. Oh, yeah. Into omunim shrines are me call Benin, Togo, India, Hifa. Na nyako pompe Jo Mahama seminti. It's na me bayu. And I made it. Look. How many years now? John Mahama has never opened his mouth to deny it. Yeah. That case is in a Tema High Court.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I will get my judgment for the sake of my little daughter and her siblings. Because of Chinanku.
Yeah.
If I don't get my judgment, these little boys will grow.
Happy 98.
Then somebody will insult them. Why your father killed your sister?
Ouch.
If you go and ask this, but if it's not true, why didn't he go to court?
Very terrible news. Very, very terrible.
John Mahama's close age, This is what they have done to people. And today they have sent it to Parliament in the mighty name of Jesus.
So do you think...
Why? Is it by force that John Mahama should become president again? Where in Ghana's constitution have they written that is mandatory? Seuba now serve 4 years. Na ebia Fofia Antuata near to Tiawa. Who they doli who be 4 years and send away. He found a Ghana constitution in Achono. And Abaku for the highest. Why? I want to know which part of Ghana's constitution is it written that if you do 4 years and Ghanaians sack you from the seat because the constitution still allows you 4 years, really you must come back. President Morsi didn't even finish 4 years. So who saw call? And what is this 8 years by force? It's a good party, a whole political tradition that has survived all these years is being destroyed because of somebody's inordinate desire. So I can't 4 years be. Ghana Udia. Ghana, John Mahama. Ghana ni Udia. Why? You were given the opportunity. A strong economy was built by President Mills. You inherited. Dr. Dufo was the finance minister. Mr. Atta was the governor. We left you a solid economy, over 36 months, single-digit inflation, stable currency, reserves, introduction of single spine salary. What didn't we leave you? Heavy infrastructure development. Una Obaye and Setekpe was and Fifi Kwete. They were deputies to Kwabena Dufo. Yeah. Obaye own President Mills are 70 President Mills be what you know be our president. Get away, no problem. And Obia get away. And you made Setekpe your finance minister. Actually, one Kasa John Mahama and Obejina Nipemu as president. Arrogantly. Kachire say, why we namu amanaka dumpinu? You said you had eaten all the meat. It was left with the flesh. The bones. Mm-hmm. So you agree that you inherited flesh and meat. But you and Setekpe chewed it. President Mills never went to the Eurobond market. Eurobond, and then achichiri a coin. John Mahama, on it Setekpe. Roadshow. Now what's that BB? Now we're jato. And I've been also back. No more to us. And yet the other, I should be afraid of the ones in a BFE. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, you see, he was head of economic management under Prof. Yes, but it wasn't working. So Prof created his own economic advisory team.
Why wasn't it working?
I don't know. That one, I won't even go there. But President Mills created
so there was the economic management team and there was the economic advisory team.
Managed by the president himself.
Himself. He didn't have belief in the year.
Exactly. That is it.
Wow.
Non-functioning.
Yes.
So the president created his economic advisory team, chaired by, at the time, Gobin Nankani. And as he and Prof were mates, secondary school through university, he also left to the World Bank IMF. Nankani Hagan. India for him. So he's from that stock.
Yeah.
Gobin Nankani, brilliant guy. Dr. Seth Abulo. Minister Dufo was on it. Mm-hmm. Ishmael Yamson, Professor Moses' own brother-in-law, Professor Aful, Joel Hyde, and a few other people. That was the group that was doing all the economic thinking for this country.
But for us as Ghanaians, we felt there was an EMT
exactly.
by the vice president.
Doing what?
No, but and you said Prof, so why not fair to Ghanaians?
No, but this is Professor Mills. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day,
but if the EMT is non-functioning now, you just change them and bring in new members on
you see,
on the
it has
table.
become like it is statutory.
Yeah.
Say the vice president must chair conventional.
Yeah.
And the constitution but people can't say because they want our town vice president. So Prof actually sidestepped John Mahama on a lot of things and was running this country on his own. Look, we will talk now.
Why? Is it because the vice then was
you just look at his tenure as a president and judge for yourself. I will not go into details.
Was he not responding to delegations?
I won't even go to those details. I won't go there. But all I'm saying is that on one case, Neka said Nam Nasa.
Yeah.
Akadumpino. That's when Setekpe started taxing cutlass, matches, condoms, everything. If you Google, you will see me as Deputy General Secretary. One day when I got frustrated, because we from a meeting on Mumba, I had to scream on radio and warn Setekpe because we were approaching the elections. And they were about to now tax pensions. Pensions and MPP for the Kanu. We were going to do it first. So what are we talking about? I had to scream because a pensioner called me and said, Koku, because they had gone for a graphic something forum, business forum.
Yeah.
What is a graphic to me?
I'm a business forum. Yeah.
And thank you, business forum. Mm-hmm. And Setekpe had announced at that forum that their next move is to touch pensions. Pensions, oh. So today, pensions is being touched. Some people wanted to touch it some time ago. It took a certain Koku Anyidoho as Deputy General Secretary to issue a warning to Setekpe that, wait, dear, Setekpe, if you make a mistake and you touch pensions in this country, me know you better pay to back on Ghana. Because if they are the Flagstaff House, NDC headquarters, we are the ones taking the heat. Don't do it. And that's how they stopped.
But
by that time, it's too late. Now, man, for your did that. Sometime, over 1 million votes, you lose. You shitty your seats for parliament. I can say, now can people to test majority of parliament. Only God knows what would have happened to our democracy.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I have said on several occasions that nobody recruited me into the NDC. I said President Mills called me on phone to work for him. That's different from being recruited into the NDC.
So before being called, you were not a member of the party.
I was all the time. I was, and I'm giving you the history.
Okay.
I'm saying it's two different things. Being called, that come and work for me personally, but you have to be within the NDC before he can call you.
Yeah, he can call you. Good.
Is that not it?
True.
So I was born in Bema Camp.
Yeah.
Schooled Kotoka Primary School, Bema Camp. It was in my primary school days, maybe class 6, May 15th, 79, June 4th, 1979, 31st December 1981. Nobody told me those stories. I didn't read it from any book. I lived through those moments.
Yeah.
I lived through those moments as a boy in Bema Camp.
You witnessed what happened.
I can still see Jerry Rawlings. Some of those generals and those officers who passed, their children were my friends. Odate Wallentin's son, Felix, in particular, was just a year behind me. He was my younger brother Koshi's mate. Me never Kute, the Kutes. We grew up together. In fact, I even ended up in Achimota School with Minerva and Co. Air Vice Marshal Boachi, General Utuka. Look, nobody should annoy me. Nobody should annoy me. What I saw, and these our friends lose their parents because of a certain movement at the time, June 4th. Other ranks and junior officers against senior officers. My own father, after more than 1 week, we were not seeing him. Before they started releasing them, they came back.
98.9.
Massa, this country has gone through something. So if today, and that was my association with PNDC, then as a student leader on Legon campus, when we fought for the restoration of democracy, I wasn't fighting Rawlings. I was fighting for the establishment of democracy. When it was restored in 92, I cast my first vote in a free democratic country in front of Legon Hall. That was my hall. There was a ballot box there. I voted NDC. Now, we have come a long way. If today, the NDC has lost its color, its shape, its form, because of some greedy people, as Rawlings called them, greedy bastards, who think that they can turn the NDC into a money-making machine, finish it and tell us that it is a lame horse. Sorry, guys. That horse is going to wake up again and be strong. And I pledge this afternoon, 98.9 Happy FM, 30th January 2023, that I, Koku Anyidoho, I pledge on my honor, I'm leading the revolution for the rebuilding of the NDC. Nobody will stop me. We will clear them out of the way. Enough is enough. Nobody will sit on this horse again and come and tell us that he's a lame horse. And tell us that he's a dead goat. If you're a dead goat, go to a slaughterhouse. Don't come and disturb them. Don't come and disturb the equilibrium in the NDC.
Koku Anyidoho at the studio. He's our special guest beginning the week on this very powerful note. I mean, you know, Koku is a very powerful speaker. And when he decides to, spill the beans, he says it as it is. On only a guest, so this afternoon now, a lot of messages are already pouring in. Almost the messages, almost if it's because of their chairman Johnson is here doing KTNT now. And you will be do we'll get back to your messages, in the course of time. But Koku, so that began your woes with the party at the point they felt say Yamawo any certain utterances and you felt uncomfortable, no, that began your woes in the party.
Well,
Yeah.
So then you yourself said that you won't contest for the fourth time. You won't go again. And so I decided that I'll go for a trade buy. So I'll see trade face here. And so what? So whatever happened. And you remain general secretary. No problem. We have moved on.
Yeah.
And then Asumdwe Park, I start here. Mwensi.
Yeah.
And I keep telling people that, look, 2016, when I was busy
98.9
saying that we were in a comfortable lead,
Yeah.
who President Mahama, one our command say di usunkunim. Up to now, I was at the headquarters.
Yeah.
I said, "Nketia wakra." Say okoto aba wasekwa, on our vote wo. And ampa on our vote wo. So as the deputy, I was in charge of operations and the whole secretariat. So decisions were taken. We were collecting results, certain figures, based on which I held the comfortable lead press conference. Later on that day, around this time, and my boys in Bakumbe from TV. Then I said, President Mahama, I said, a press conference now, they are conceding defeat. Honestly, I thought it was a lie. I thought it was a joke. In Koku and Pampa, here they were conceding defeat. I see. General Secretary, you leave the secretariat because to my baba. And in fact, that press conference was my own friend Julius Debra, chief of staff at the time.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Koku. Charlie, we know the sit up. Oh, a day with John. We day in house, Charlie. No be small tension where they go on for here, Charlie. President Semeka tell you, we know they call us, we know they get them. We know the way they influence all day off. Charlie, they beg, make you try do something for the headquarters there. Abi you get figures, some make we see what we go feed do because the thing with Samia Wuku Dems and Macminu Dems they do no. Charlie, it make one of people all Charlie, they lose hope. Of course, we had collected some results. So I held that press conference. And before God and man, everybody will tell you that the press conference brought a lot of relief to our people. So if General Secretary, you return from Sekwa, the same people who said they couldn't find you, after one more press conference now, Muma Musasu said, you didn't come to the headquarters. You didn't consult.
So that came after you had made that declaration.
I'm telling you, at dawn.
Comfortable lead.
Yes, at about 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Then later in the day, you didn't tell anybody. You have betrayed all of us. And if you ask me, up to today, I don't know the figures that they used to concede defeat.
And what figures did you also use to
We were collecting
make
results.
the declaration?
We were collecting results.
Okay.
And the results were, we had a collation center.
Good.
In fact, the next day, Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN, they came to interviews. What figures were we using? Masa.
So they fed on your figures then?
No, they didn't feed on my figures.
Okay.
But I said we're leaving. I said John Mahama is in a comfortable lead. I didn't say Atta knows. I didn't say Koku Anyidoho. I said John Mahama is in a comfortable lead. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Then you go and concede defeat to Nanado. No problem. Up to now, I don't know the figures. So I'm not surprised that Sedun Ketia is now telling and say 2020, so I'm call Supreme Court no money figures.
The ones that were hinting now, that counter statement to concede.
Later,
but why would they sacrifice the
good
NDC's strength on the altar of a year now?
Is that not what they are doing today in Parliament?
I see.
When it comes to their personal agenda, they don't care about anybody again.
Like seriously.
But for Julius to tell me later on down the line, by you the time we say we could go do press conference, then we say we lose the election, but you see, only you go do that kind of thing.
So they felt a wanna who could have that face and courage,
of course,
to make that declaration and make sure it stands.
You know.
So if they have not conceded, what would you have done then?
Well, because we're still working.
Because the EC2
and the EC2 had come and said that they are not going to accept the thing electronically again.
Good.
And that the system had been compromised. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But John Mahama and Sedun Ketia went to concede defeat. Only for me to hear later, look, that if they had not stopped if they had not compelled John Mahama to concede defeat at the time, they're not too sure what I would have done.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what was up your sleeves?
I don't know. I don't know. So this is it. They think that.
No, but they should have seen you as a hero then.
Well, so subsequently, Koku Anyidoho, yes, so comfortably. Yes, and also you'll be here. You can't understand them. Even like I'm sure this your and there's a group of them. Anytime they hear I'm going for a program, they have to call the producer or the producers or the host.
Wow.
And ask you, why are you inviting Koku to your studio? Hey, oh yeah, that's their job. But because as far as they are concerned, I have refused to be in a pen with a dead goat. I want to live. So if I will not be in a pen with a dead goat, then I must not live. You lie bad. You don't control my life and my destiny. I mean, what is this? So this is the story. Meanwhile, in that 4.5 year period, I was begging you to build a Asumdwe Park. You said you won't do it. You couldn't be bothered. So if you have considered defeat and a new president has come, and in spite of the arrest and the detention and everything, I say, look, as the French say, c'est la vie, is part of life. So I will still beg this same president to build a Asumdwe Park. And I begged him and he built it. And I thank him and I say, God bless him for it. He's a traitor. If building a Asumdwe Park means I'm a traitor, then let me be a traitor forever. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I know where I'm getting my blessings from. Be there. When I was a president, go on and get for the president. People are only dead in the flesh, but they are more powerful when they're in the spirit world.
Wouldn't you want to support Nebet, if you are called upon?
When you are doing this to the party, so now let's come to the finish with Koku Anyidoho, and now let's come to the issue at hand.
Are you still a member of the NDC, Koku?
Certainly so, 100% so. I think he just claimed. He claimed that he had sacked me. No letter, no nothing. It's the same thing he's doing.
But has the party been inviting you to their functions?
They don't have to invite me.
Have you been attending?
I do attend. I attend
engagements.
I attend functions in my constituency. I have the new ID card. My name is in, and I've said my name is in the. Look, they should go and check. My name is in the voter.
Wow.
Is the party register in Tanyigbe?
Okay.
I said that's my constituency.
Okay.
I have my branch. I have my ID card. I pay my dues. I am Derry Aseninketia as the leader now. He should go to Tanyigbe and go and strike my name from the register. Oh yes, he should go. He should just attempt. Now that they are telling him not to come to Tamale, he shouldn't come to certain parts of the northern region. Me too, I'm daring him. I said, Nketia, go to Tanyigbe, Ete. My name is there. Sauya Bema. Go and remove my name from register and see what will happen to you in that constituency. At the Embryo. I said, Nketia, he should go to Tanyigbe. I'm daring them. Those who say they have to do. My name is there in the register. So I will vote for flag bearer. Because as a former appointee, a former national officer, I have a vote for flag bearership and I will vote.
Koku Obibeka say and grants are ABR on NDC sort of as a bit of disagreement about Mumuno. They are petty.
It's not NDC.
Not the NDC.
Do you know anybody called NDC?
The NDC is a political party.
Good. So you mentioned Asedu Nketia.
So it's only General Mosquito.
He's the one. He's the one who has created all the mess in Parliament. He and the new General Secretary.
Yeah.
But Asedu Nketia is the leader. So Uneasy is the head that wears the crown. Because when Asedu Nketia was General Secretary, in as much as he was a terrible General Secretary, he had level-headed chairman. So Edu Bebina Denebe Pascal, the chairman stepped in.
At the time I would deputize man, and was he still a terrible General
Secretary? Very terrible. We just managed him.
Okay, how are you coping?
Well, we never had any argument. Go ask him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you ask all those people who were fake at the time.
Yeah, because I remember saying your tenure, it was very peaceful.
I just served him loyally, but in between the loyalty, Obe Sabala le nugu ne namgakere amolema. Na Felix Adenuke Jenny,
yeah.
Unu kukruwasa no.
Good.
But a quiet did
yeah.
It's all this kind. So that's how we manage the relationship. I will not undermine you. I don't know how to undermine.
Okay.
I will serve you and serve you well. But I will form my own opinion about you. Ask me again. whether I will ever want to
work with him again?
Never. Will I want to work?
But once you're a member of the party, he is your chairman.
Oh, I agree. But I congratulated him when he won.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that is Congress decision and I respect the decision of Congress. But you have a 4-year mandate.
Yeah.
Within 1 month, what is the mandate now, Pansam?
Are you ready to submit to any dictates as the national?
No.
No. So how can you still be a member of the party?
Well, but the party does not belong to him.
No, it doesn't belong to him, but he is the chairman. He steers the affairs of the party. So if he says, okay, we are going to your constituency, and there is a delegation to be led by you.
By me?
I mean, or delegate you are not going to.
Oh, that's a different matter.
Okay.
If they're going to my constituency and they say I should be there, I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Look, it's not about.
So if the party tax you for an assignment, will you take it out?
Oh, why not?
Good.
But
if it's coming from him.
But it must be an assignment worth undertaking.
Good.
Not a stupid assignment.
Have they ever given you a stupid assignment?
Nobody. They dare not.
Okay.
They dare not. Now, this issue about minority, which has become an albatross, over 4-year mandate. Now, December 19th in the EU, chairman.
Yeah.
You have 4 years. Within 1 month, what is it mandate na Pansam? You've thrown the mandate away. Usi Wuyi Haruna Idrisu as minority leader. James Aveji as deputy minority leader. Muntaka as whip.
Yeah.
Omu 5. Where you 3. And a deputy whips no. I've said earlier, as for change, nobody's against change. But there's an argument from some people who say, oh, Haruna 6 years. People who don't, I've said earlier that people who are ignorant, but their ignorance is laced in arrogance. It borders on stupidity, and I don't pity them. And he's saying, why? When we were in opposition from 2001 to 2008, the current speaker, ASK Bagbin, he was minority leader for 8 years. So there's a precedent. I repeat, Bagbin was minority leader for 8 years.
Yeah.
He served under Alajete and Bejina Sechi Hughes. So, if it is in Haruna's destiny that he must also serve 8 years, what is wrong with it? And I said, Bagbin,
I said, it's mandatory.
It's not mandatory.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory. It's by consensus. And so if it is by consensus, so there was no brouhaha because there was consensus. Is that not it? Subsequently, we came into power. Avokanumunina, I am a majority leader. Kumbu Onumu, all those people. Consensus. And I'm earlier on say, we've always had national chairmen who have been level-headed. So they have always steered the affairs of the party in the direction of sobriety. Sobriety. Today you have a national chairman who thinks he's bigger than everybody. He had the effrontery to insult the founder. The founder is a backing dog. The founder's wife can go away. If she wants to come back, she must write an application letter to him. He will vet before she can come back. This is a guy who has fed his ego. He comes, he destroys. For example, he says all kinds of things. Congress falls for his bait, and so he wins. There's a clip of his doing the rounds, saying some things anyway. So he thinks that he's bigger than the party. Today he's asking Haruna. Haruna then should provide the neck minutes that appointed them. Why? I was at FEC when Haruna and Co were appointed. Who says everybody was happy that Haruna was appointed at the time? No, not everybody, but there was consensus. And that's the beauty of democracy. When there's consensus and the majority say, this is it, that is it. And I've listened to Muntaka, the chief whip. Haruna hasn't spoken yet, no problem. Aveji has not spoken yet, no problem. So if you want to change, no problem. Where is the consensus? Now you say you have written to Bagbin, the speaker, Nicodemously. When Nicodemus in the Bible left to go and look for Jesus Christ, he went on his own volition. Okopena Jenkwan salvation. It had nothing to do with the Pharisees. Now, and he's saying, And if you listen to us, can you play that, producer?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the voice of Asienu Ketia?
Which one?
Eh? The one I gave you. Play it. Let your listeners hear. So that
Yeah, sure. We'll work on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will come in the course of time.
Okay.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you say you have written to. This is it.
Yeah.
Okay. 98.9.
Why did we struggle to get an NDC person elected as a Speaker of Parliament? There are certainly some advantages, and those advantages can be tapped into when your leadership is the Speaker of Parliament. So we cannot have a situation where MPP leadership is cooperating with the Speaker and our NDC leadership have challenges cooperating with the Speaker. And these advantages can be tapped into when your leadership Thank you very much. Complying. My priorities in Parliament is to see our parliamentary caucus working together and also cooperating with the Speaker of Parliament. Why did we struggle
views or interviews
to
listen to
get
Don? He's got you on happy 98.9 FM.
Koku. Hey, that's your national chairman.
Yes, a leader, not only chairman but leader.
Yeah, the leader of your party.
He's the leader of the party. He says that.
The reason for that change,
Meanwhile, in Ghana,
Yeah.
Estati, Yebisa, say for
Election purposes.
say Haruna on economics, I say,
Well.
on finance, I say. After 6 years as minority leader, on she, I say, it's not ranking member at 2 forcing. Say only leading minority.
98.
That was your reason in Ghana. If I could do London, say I won't know. Because I was a coffee business in him, and I said TV business in him.
Or they can't hoshi.
Or they can't hoshi.
Good.
And the funny trimo mean to me. And he's not talking about economic reasons again. You know why? That was a lie. If you're looking for the person in that parliament, if assuming it's for economic reasons and finance, then the person who should have gotten it is James Abeji,
Yeah.
the deputy minority leader from Ketu North, the World Bank of the NDC, my home region.
Yeah.
And then before so you're minority leader when we are giving you the numbers, 2016 when we lost miserably, we gave you majority seats in that parliament, 25. We went with 25 and came out with 25. Those are 10 regions.
Yeah.
All the 9 regions lost seats. Vote up and they did 100% buy. Why didn't we get minority leader? Now you demote us. You say you are demoting us from deputy minority to chief whip. You think we are excited? We're not excited at all. We are not. Because if we had to buy into your argument, says about economics and finance, then Aveji should have been elevated to minority leader. Why? He also has a PhD. And a practicing tax finance person before he even entered parliament. He's still practicing on the side. 8 years, he was the chairman of the finance committee of parliament. Now, he is currently the chairman of the public accounts committee of parliament. And that committee, when a party is in power, it is an opposition person who chairs the public accounts committee. Aveji is chairing the public accounts committee, such a very important committee. More important than being ranking member on economics and finance. So if Asienu Ketia is to be taken seriously, Aveji should have been promoted to minority leader. But because he was lying, chicken they come because now the narrative is that as you get here, if you want somebody with economics and finance to be your minority leader, then it stands to reason, to reason,
yeah.
that somebody with economics and finance must be our flag bearer. Dr. Kwabena Dufour must be our flag bearer. So suddenly, the popularity ratings of Dr. Dufour has gone very high, or extremely high. Masa, that's something I could point out.
As the woman say, I said the first comment, were goof.
But that's God. That is God working.
Yeah.
So Dr. Dufour's ratings, if it was a stock market, boom, bullish stock, like by name the bull.
Yeah.
So Dr. Dufour stocks have become very bullish on the stock market. The calls that people are getting.
The party leader now.
The party leader say economics and finance.
Economics and finance. Into when
and Dr. Dufour's record is there.
Yeah.
And I'm not yet to her. It's a tepeni. It is there. Inti afe we're joining Ghana.
We're happy.
And we could share John
98.9.
Mahama or UK. I'm sure they have had some meeting, and the question is, but General, why have you promoted Dufour? You know you promoted Dufour. Inti Abua Kanisim. So President Mahama Nankaza, all man talk or Chatham House no. One of the things he said is in Africa, they shouldn't vote for people above 80 years to become president. It's an insult because Dr. Dufour just turned 80 or is turning 80.
Yeah.
He cannot cut Dr. Dufour down, so he must wrap it around the age. So everybody above 80 will not vote for you. If your logic is that people above 80 are senile, then I will go to every old people's home and campaign. I want to be 80. I'm aspiring to be 80. I will come crusade that all those of us aspiring to be 80 years shouldn't vote for you because you say when we are, you yourself, you are getting there very soon, unless you don't want to be 80. Maybe
He's not even 70.
Yeah. And I'm saying, maybe he doesn't want to be 80, but that's his business.
Yeah.
John Mahama, no. Now, I say, or say they are not cooperating with the speaker. Into the speaker, Abbas, I say, has roped Bagbin into the debate now. First, name him said, John Mahama, I say, and because it's obvious that the Council of Elders was not involved.
Yeah.
Now, Senator has roped in Speaker Bagbin. My question is very simple. I say they are not cooperating. What is the level of cooperation? I said, disgracefully so, as General Secretary, you agreed. Bagbin went and put you on Parliamentary Services Board. You are still our national chairman and our national leader. Resign from the board. You say you resign. So you are still serving on Parliamentary Services Board. Disgracefully so. Greed. You can't even say for dignity purposes. And as leader of the NDC, I have stepped down. Now we are hearing that you are the chairman of the procurement committee of the Parliamentary Services Board. That's what we are hearing. So now we're going to ask questions.
Wow.
Based on the so-called lack of cooperation between Haruna and Co. And Yebia, only Bagbin, business ben amuya and procurement, any service board, Haruna and person cooperative. That's question number one. Are you and Bagbin engaged in some business for which reason Haruna, Aveji, and Haruna don't want to cooperate with you, Muntaka? That's why you are angry? Because then come and give us specifics.
Yeah.
What is the cooperation that they are not cooperating with you? Is it because Aveji is the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee and he's finding fault with some people? So he has found some fault in Parliament and you people are angry with him? Is that the question? Have you asked Haruna, Muntaka, and Aveji? Because there are 5 of them. When you 3, Naka 2. So the 2 are cooperating with you people, eh? Ibrahim
Ahmed, yeah.
Your boy from Banda, he there is cooperating with you people. Doyo is cooperating with you people. So is the 3 who are not cooperating. It lacks logic. These are the 2 deputies. So if their bosses are not cooperating, how can the deputies cooperate? Because it's a line system. So what are you talking about? I said, don't get here. Which level of cooperation?
I see.
Chairman Sabunsu, no more cooperating. But Haruna and Kwa are not cooperating. So you see, my national chairman and my national leader, He's enjoying a very sweet fraternal relationship with the MPP.
Wow.
But he's not enjoying it with his own NDC.
But people are saying, say, it appears that you found solace with the MPP more than the NDC now.
But this is my national chairman. He's now telling us that he respects Chairman Sabonsu because Chairman Sabonsu is cooperating with Bagbin. And he, as a member of the Parliamentary Services Board, Haruna is not cooperating with them. So between myself and Asedun Ketia, who is happy and collaborating with the MPP?
Koku, a few messages. Maybe we'll do the last leg of this conversation. Now, Pamcho, send more messages. No, I mean, Munim said, and yan ye beya odem kwana obete, entino. Oh yes, oh yes. Entino. I mean, we'll not fault you for any attacks or insults.
But you will
no, yatia bre, entumani ayache, entino. Most of these things, it doesn't, push us anyway.
Or those people,
yeah,
they are on platforms.
Wow.
When they finish insulting, they will take either if their masters are not on the platform.
I see.
They will take screenshot, post it, go and collect 50 Ghana. I mean, I call it 50 Ghana.
Oh, come on.
Or 50 Ghana, 100 Ghana people.
Yo, but this shouldn't be.
That's their value.
I'm saying you
Ghana,
listen to the
Ghana.
substance of the
Cheap
conversation, not the personality, and there's a direct attack to the person. But this one is, a thumbs up to Koku. I see a friend Kwame Bonsu. I said that on. Please greet Koku Anyidoho for me. I'm watching you live from the central region. Koku is a good person to me. Kwame Bonsu message or the Ebaye no. Shama Ba Edna Benya or say my compliment to President Adomba Mahama. Amen. Or also the Ebaye no. Da Costa Bossman. Or say there is a saying, if a turtle comes from the river and tells you that the crocodile is sleeping, don't argue with it. Anyidoho is saying Mahama is not an option for Ghana, yet some NDC foot soldiers are insulting him. Anyway, no matter what happens, NPP will never win the 2024 elections. Whether NPP brings Alan or Baumia, the NPP will lose miserably. Da Costa Bossman, so message or the Eba no. Mawulong Pagbe, or say watching you live from cantonments behind the NDPC, Accra. Mawulong Yada saying, Piaga, or saying, welcome, Mr. Anyidoho. This is Piaga from Achim Asafo. On also message or the Eba and on Ofake from New Plan Station Circle. Say that on last week, I see a doing Ketias. Ofake Makacho also brought from Yapu been on trauma because construction very difficult to understand. Also, the last week I see a doing Ketia sacking Northness in the NDC. Next week I see a doing Ketia was sacking all veterans from the end of Ofake. So dear. Potassium one. I say good afternoon, Happy FM. I'm watching you live from the University of Environment and Sustainable Development here in Sumenya. Keep doing the greater work for Mother Ghana. NPP is the greatest liability Ghana has ever had after independence. All right. And also, Donald is too personal. I don't think you'll be interested in this. And, Skipper, Gilbert Fiano say, John Mahama is junior in Kroma. After he finishes his tenure, Anyidoho on the same radio will come and congratulate him. Gilbert Fianusu messenger or the Eba in the comments are the free too. Also, Koku, you are right. BMW is taking the lead. Anyway, regards to Mr. Jefferson Saki for Ablekuma Central. All right. Comments are the Eba no. Gilbert Fianubi also that don't tell the man Almighty God is. No, come on, this one. Also, he can't underestimate John Mahama and the current leadership. All right, he's suffering from his bad deeds. He has nothing to say about those who were punished. Okay. All right, I'm sure I'm a bit clear with your messages because some of them are too personal and too sensitive for radio discussion. And and you're a bit careful with your comments. Emmanuel, I will also Koku. Hey, John Mahama is coming for you. If you like, go and die. All right, okay. Nana Fifi JC Mensah say, better man, he'll continue to be bitter. The man is suffering power. Or no so arguing or the Eba and Mame Emra back to the studio now. Young continue with the discussion. Okay. I've already put the message across here. It's not because of your interest and in the discussion. We do it for public consumption. And as a citizen, a member of the public, he has every right to also share his opinion on issues around the nation and, of course, the party. And, if you think, you are not happy with The kind of comments are, oh yeah. Now our questioner, it's better you forward your question than to forward an insult. I believe so if you forward your questioner, and none will serve you a lot of good than to forward an insult. All right, because Suleiman Koku said that if Koku coming into your studio is to come and insult our chairman, then your program today will not be proper. Suleiman Koku, if you have a question, just forward your question. Now you move on. Emma, Daniel Aka, yours. All right, my man, skip those offensive messages. No. But why is it that everybody wants to attack you, Koku? How do you feel when a lot of Arsenals are coming at you?
Well, at least they're listening to me. Why don't they switch off?
Good.
They're listening to me every word, unless they don't see my flyer somewhere. They are chasing it like anybody's business. Oh, they listen.
Say they want to listen to you and
they want to hear me. They want to hear me sing a certain song. And I'm not about. I don't need to attend the choir practice with them.
Okay.
So whatever song that they sing, I can't sing it with them. Have they said all the ones who want to insult? If they come and say I'm lying, I'll be worried, because they cannot attack the issues. They must attack the personality. It doesn't worry me. If you're a politician and people don't attack you, well, then you're not a politician.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, when he came, the Pharisees could not attack his issues. So they had to do and nail him to the cross. They thought they had killed him. They didn't know that by nailing him to the cross, that was what actually God wanted it to happen, so that some of us can find salvation.
Yeah.
So the death of Christ was not a crisis.
But you mentioned a revolution about to shake the foundations of the party.
These ones,
we should get that support. Looking at the way people are peeved at some of your comments and all that.
If you are starting anything like this, why? People are enjoying the status quo. People are enjoying the status quo. They don't want the status quo to change, because they know what they're benefiting from it, from this chaos and this mess. But there's a larger population out there. They don't talk. They don't talk. That's why do we have the phrase silent majority?
Yeah.
So when you lose election by 1 million votes and you are crying, did they tell you they won't vote for you? You see, because the beautiful thing is that God, in his infinite wisdom,
yeah.
Everybody has one. You have one, Anyidoho has one.
Yeah.
The flag bearers, they have one. Flag bearer assistant, running mate, you have one. Nobody has two. Sam Rena, Nipa Baku, Tumitinase, a pretty 100 vote asan. So let them continue.
Wow.
Let them continue. You see, the fire that is blazing in Parliament, over 72 MPs, we have 137. Over 72 have signed a certain petition. That's more than 50%. Why? They are not saying that don't change. They are saying that the way you are going up, because first of all, Parliament is on recess.
Yeah.
That's not it.
True.
Good. But now, if you listen to us saying anything, I will say NDC
98.9.
So Parliament belongs to NDC.
No.
So when you are talking like this, and that's what he does to deceive some of the people who call and insult. So they have no education as far as politics is concerned. Asedu Ketia is their teacher. And he was my boss for 4 years. I know him.
Yeah.
What he believes in doing is to teach the wrong things.
Did you learn anything from him?
Nope. I learned everything before going there. I didn't learn anything from him. He can't
never learned anything from him.
No. I learned to be more wise.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was able to use me. And that is his source of anger. Yeah. One time he and Portofino used to have their own clashes. And he was supposed to have traveled. And because I was his deputy, supporting him and defending him, he should have traveled with Portofino on a trip to China. Then he calls me. Oh, me nene nko bebia, me zakwasiano me nene nko bebia. Ene nko. Se me nimse onene kwa. Oda onene ba kwa kokon. Oda mu nko mu kuwie a na mu wu wo China. Ye be sie mu wo China. Na ye dey ato adwuma no so wa. He thought he was saying it as a joke. That was the day, spiritually, I stopped following that character. So if I'm at the secretariat defending you, and you have a problem with Portofino, you won't travel with Portofino. But I should go with Portofino. So you were sending me out there to go and fight Portofino. Is that not it? You drew China. It was 5 of us on the delegation. The chairman, myself, deputy general secretary, and 3 junior officers. Immediately we got to China, I called the 3 officers and I said, Master, China where I abano. You better soon put to 50 coupon. Because in China, they believe in the supremacy of the party. Long and short, we did it, we served him, we returned to Ghana. Then it was strange to say that now for the call neck meeting, fake meeting, Koku you do one kasa, Portufio meeting. Portufio is asking for Koku's opinion. Of course, he couldn't come to me. So I had to go around the junior officers. Moko China, the see na. I say ne chairman Koku ni Koku fine. And they told him the story. Anyway, back to the substantive issue. Mm-hmm. So Parliament does not belong to NDC. So if I say Nikete, you're sitting down there, you are misleading innocent party supporters as if because Bagbin is an NDC person into Otehon or Otehoma NDC. It is not true. He is there for the Republic of Ghana. Now, Parliament has rules, and those rules are not NDC rules. Into what track or my Bagbin, no problem. But the truth of the matter is that Parliament is on recess. They will reconvene on 7th February. Until Parliament reconvenes and the Speaker sits in his chair and tables that letter on the floor for discussion, concurrence, approval, that letter that you have written to Parliament, to Bagbin, is of no effect. Yet, 7th December, President Mahama, around 9th December, said Nanado, Edu Sunkunin. Nanado, a press conference, Wadasi. But until Nanado is sworn in on 7th January, Nanado is only a president in waiting. So assuming you want even Atta Forcing to become the next minority leader, as we speak now, because Parliament is on recess, and they have not gone through the parliamentary processes and procedure, at best you can only say he is minority leader in waiting. So what I say? You get it? Mm-hmm. So all these legal and technical things, I said, you say you don't know these things? I said, are you telling me that you don't know that these are the processes involved? That you have created so much confusion in the NDC? As we speak now, MPs are not talking to themselves again. People feel betrayed. People feel stabbed in the back. Because this is the first time we are even changing leadership of the minority midstream.
Yeah, in the course of time.
Normally we change after general elections.
Yeah, sure.
This is the first time we are doing something like that. Couldn't we have taken our time and done it with much more finesse? That's all Koku Anyidoho is saying. That is all other people are saying. You have gone to create an unnecessary confusion.
8.9.
How are we going to solve it? Because, my brother, now you have given ethnic, religious, tribal dimensions to it. And these are Jerry Rawlings NDC. Yeah, they say, Obiambra Chinyanase. We don't care where you are from. UP, CPP, you are one. Everybody come and be under the umbrella. That's the NDC. MPP, they almost say Osno. Osno echi, nipa hinetina Osno echi. You understand?
Yeah.
So they have their tradition, we have our tradition. And they have a freedom. Until now, why are you destroying the NDC?
Koku, are you against?
No, listen.
Okay, sorry.
Let me just wrap up. You know what I mean?
No,
we have another 30 minutes here.
Yeah, sure.
Good. So, and the facts are facts.
Yeah.
Haruna is from the northern region. At the time you were appointing him, he was representing the 3 northern regions.
Yeah.
Nanado, Abechichemu more. So you now have northern region, northeast, Savannah, upper east, upper west. That was what Haruna was representing.
Yeah.
Aveji is representing Volta, and let's say Oti, and whatever. Muntaka is representing Ashanti. And that 47 seats, the biggest constituency in terms of voting numbers in the Republic of Ghana. So Asawasi loyalty and all those things.
98.9.
And I'll offer Unia Banda, or Oba, Ahmed Ibrahim, to represent Bono and whatever. And Adoyu is representing Gan Adangbi.
Yeah.
So I was in Adnek. And effect, when this computation took place, Have I not now given you?
Yeah.
So isn't the whole of Ghana represented
Good.
in that parliament, at that front bench?
Yeah, sure.
Today, you say you have removed 2 practicing Muslims, Haruna and Muntaka, practicing non-Muslims. So the whole Northern Bloc has no representation on the front line. I said, Nketia, are you really sure that you thought through this thing? Are you sure? The whole Northern Bloc has no representation on the front line. In terms of religious balance, there's no practicing person of the Islamic faith on the... People say, Ahmed Ibrahim, from my checks, he's called Ahmed Ibrahim. But
he's not a Muslim.
Yeah, or a Pentecost. He's a Pentecost. Then you demote Volta from minority leader to chief whip. So we the Voltaireans, our duty is just to be hewers of wood and carriers of water. So now we just go and whip the votes for you. When we give you the votes, we get nothing. Then assuming that you actually want to balance the thing, you are the chairman and leader of the party. Sek Banda, anytime, our neighboring constituencies. Yeah. As a Kakrani Penny. And Kanititino, it was even one constituency, Wenchi West.
Yeah.
Ahmed Ibrahim, Oyawoba, he should be there.
98.9.
Why? Because Oboy for Haruna, Aden, Uye campaign launch, Kama Conference Center, and Ahmed Ibrahim Bao. We don't have a problem with that. Obiani the master.
Yeah.
Me master ya Tamils. Me master ya Rollins. So I don't have a problem. Say Obisi. That one is not a problem. Into Oba, but Oba you know, Obeka Kasebia. Sa confusion where ne papa asem ketia dia ba no.
Ehon e sha free.
Ehon e sha free here. Because Ahmed, you say Bekasa, who say Haruna Idrisu minority leader, and now small. Sebra in Shemunase. Nebe Kasa, Ewana name catch their man saying, I say, all the 137 MPs, Mutasi Niketiaji. It is said before some people, on penny baby non fa. And a confusion started with minority caucus. Say, hey, leader, una usuma Ahmed. Ye kofre Ahmed, Ibisa na say, to be frank, minority leader ansumano. Or the nepe and or ye. Say, Abba Ahmed. You are a deputy minority chief whip.
Yeah.
You are a leader. Is that how to lead people? Apologize. And no apologize here. And a leader issue public statement that masa media me penny our parliament. Mean tau biachi. Caucus nun tau biachi. Everybody has a right to go and but as a group. Because I said you can catch Ahmed. Say on kasa asem no. Our Kama Conference Center.
No, we know.
Oh, I know it. Look, we have run the checks.
Okay.
It was Asedu who told Banda MP to say it. It is our catcher in the back and the back. Na Haruna, wa friend the bano. Say be mo twi nanim. No aba bontin. Abe issue statement. I said it Kesia considers he say wa bo nanim tia. Into obedi chairman. Obe show. Now, I remember President Mills, one of the advices that he gave me, that I've held on to, and I've survived with it. Is that, Koku, if you want to be a leader of a mass party like our NDC, you have to have a big heart. Never be petty. I worked with Asim Ketia for 4 years. He's so petty, unforgiving, to an extent wicked.
Wow.
Iniquitous. That's a saving Ketia for you.
So how has he been able to hold on to that general secretary position for like 4 or 5 terms?
Well, you see, because
if all these attributes are in this same character,
oh, no problem.
Why would the party rally behind him at a point? In his own words, they begged him to continue his, stewardship as the general secretary.
No problem. In his time. In his time, in his time, in his time, he makes all things beautiful in his time. Lord, please show me every day as you're teaching me your ways, that you do just what you say in your time. The times and the seasons are in God's hands.
And this same person won the chairmanship.
No problem. Times and seasons.
Wow.
At the set time, Hannah gave birth to Samuel. At the set time, Elizabeth gave birth to Isaac. At the set time, Elizabeth gave birth to John the Baptist.
Yeah.
At the set time, Sarah gave birth to Isaac. At the set time, Rachel gave birth to Joseph. And who sets those times? God sets those times.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the phrase, how the mighty are falling?
Yeah.
You know about Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's men and all the king's horses couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Yeah.
If you are not mighty like Nebuchadnezzar, for God to bring you down, who will notice it? So you are national chairman and you are leader. Look at him. Look at how he's talking in London. He has done it. He must either do it or he must resign. But he won't resign. It's my year. That's a saying Ketia for. But there's a God.
98.9.
A saying Ketia is skating on thin ice. You have a 4-year mandate. Within 1 month, you have eaten up all the goodwill and the support. You have started a fight in parliament. You've started an ethnic fight. You started a religious fight. You started tribal fights. The dimensions. What is it? Deputy General Secretary Baku Ebubona Sumotamali.
Yeah, but only by later saying Enokre.
They're just hiding it.
Oh, okay.
I don't subscribe to it. I don't buy it. The assault.
Yeah.
But you yourself, they said, if you like, come to the northern region. They're waiting for you. Massa, since 92, or you would have found it from 2000.
Yeah.
Where have they issued a statement against a national chairman or general secretary before? Look at the press conference upon. So the NDC, which used to be one political party, today, statement from Ejumako Nyanisian. Tomorrow, statement from Asawasi. The next day, statement from Tamale. The next day, statement from Adaklu. The next day, statement from here. Suddenly, instead of identifying ourselves as comrades, we are now identifying ourselves. I am Ebe. You are Dagomba. You are Fanti. You are Dagati. You are Frafra. You are Mamprushi. You are Kusasi. Johnson Kujua Sedunketia. Within 1 month of your chairmanship and leadership, this is the heavy burden that you have laid on the neck of the NDC. But there is a God. There is a God who delivers. That same God who delivered Daniel from the lions, then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, delivered Joseph. A certain era must pass. Near the Phantom. So I said, Nketia's era will pass. The Phantom, that you remember this chairman. It must happen that God's name will be glorified. That is it. Testimonies must be given. So me, I'm not perturbed. I believe. I'm not perturbed at all. This NDC, it shall rise up again.
Okay.
But that is when Asienu Ketia will no more be a part of the new NDC.
Wow.
Yes.
Koku, so what do you make of JM's comeback bid?
Well, Asienu Ketia says we should vote for an economist.
What do you make of JM's comeback bid?
Oh, my brother.
Now I refer me to Asienu Ketia.
Economist. And economists are Mini Juma and Daniels. The record war. He's there. There's nothing wrong with him. On Yare or Tiapo or Jinan so. So we shall go for him.
You go for an economist.
Oh yes, I said Nketiah says 2024.
So among the three who have shown up, no.
Do for an established economist.
Okay.
A banker, a finance expert. He has done it before. We have seen it. So why should I waste my time going to look elsewhere?
So you support Dufour's bid?
He's not an economist.
Yes.
So
you support his bid?
Yes, he is an economist.
But say I thought so say mosquito the enya dia ubeti na sem da nti do no aka na do be adwuma.
Oh.
So no some economist are you?
So economist. Into Dufo. And do for never.
Finally, what are your general impressions about the NPP so far? 2 years into the next election,
of course,
what do you see?
we all know. And even the timing of this whole NDC reshuffle, so-called reshuffle, has it not taken the debate away from the NPP? Cathedral, haircut, domestic debt exchange, why. Those were the issues that we were discussing in this country. But Asedun Ketia decides that he would truncate that discussion. Now, the same Bible says that you hypocrite, remove the plank out of your eyes so that you can see well. Then you can take the speck out of your brother's eye. Asedun Ketia nedi log, plank, super glue, cement paper, bibia sandpaper, edi etwitwi yeni so. Ye den ye bi yeni hu ne ko MPP mu. He say say hu yare ni wie and say it my MPP there. I said nka dia nka wo do NDC ampara anka obey say there we. Yeah. That's another part of the discourse. I said nka dia na ya bo pa. Because when we have Congress,
hold
on,
grounds, no,
when we have Congress,
and now still grounds no for the NPP.
Why not?
Continue.
It's a possibility.
Wow.
No, why not? The party ni. The party mo soon.
Obi o se changes we never mo power no.
Nipa. Timu soon. Ada enye Judas na betray Jesus Christ.
Emom there.
Enye Cain na kunebo.
Wo no a ni nua.
What are you talking about? Julius Caesar. Enye Cassius ni Brutus. Cassius sick I know they shut down 1 year.
Yeah.
It's Brutus won what can no. No done no say. You too Brutus. Trust and say there's nothing happening under the sun that has not happened before. I said Nketia. Shinsone.
I'll say Dadon, I'm surprised some people are attacking Koku. He is an experienced politician who has served the NDC well in the past. He may have his own flaws as human, but don't insult him, guys. Humble Aussie, a message or the Eba, no. Emmanuel M. Awule, I'll say from the US, I'll say that don't kindly tell Koku to come for voice training for 1 year because his voice no debut cry. Emmanuel Aden, we a sound engineer now. All right, that's say Game Boy GH, Game Boy there. I always have my fight with you.
Sound training for singing.
Yeah, for singing. Game Boy there. Always have my issues with you. I'll say agenda setting pioneer. So if not for this, will you guys call Koku into your studio? It's so pathetic and funny. Game Boy GH. All right, yeah. All right, Mate. I'm for attack pow. All right. I'll say that don't tell him we love you. That don't, not him. If he's on another radio, we'll never listen to him. It's because of you. That's why we are listening to the show. In Sia Vasco, a message or the airbar and okay, Mawulom Pagbo say I think when Mr. Koku explains things in a polite way, people will understand him more than when he's emotional. All right, okay, yeah. That's a pa Mawulom. Yeah, saying Paul ni Odoy. Or say please ask Koku if he had won the general secretary position, will he be behaving this way?
No, hold on. Let me answer that question. If I had won the general secretary position, will I be behaving this way? The question is that will things have gone this way?
Well,
that's the question. Will things have gone this way? That's my answer to him.
Yeah. I see.
Then the guy there's another guy who said Maulom or something who said when I take my time and I put in the issues.
Things
I think towards the
down.
end when I was talking about the parliamentary procedure and everything, that's where he's coming from.
Good.
Yeah, Maulom, I think so. But we all have the swings and voice tone and everything. But
yeah, sure.
I take your advice in very good faith. Thank you.
Thank you too. Nana Emisa, I'll say tell him to stop discussing individuals and use the airtime preciously. All right, Nana Emisa, also messenger or the Eba and Suleiman Quainu. I'll say that on. What's your motive this afternoon? Where from these insults? Who is fighting? Bossy for nothing. Suleiman Quainu. Also message or the Eba and All right, Mami, draw the curtains down on your message is now Modeba now. Any related to this very conversation, maybe you hear that offensive. I'm saying it's already on Facebook. Into the more pen or movie to me, I can kind from there now draw your own conclusions. But finally, Koku. So what's your wish for the NDC? What's your wish for Ghana?
Well, having
you had the cathedral. They've put in a temporary halt to the project. Who is saying?
That's what I'm saying. All the men of God who were just withdrawing from the project, left, right, center. Obviously, the issues surrounding the secretary to the committee.
Yeah.
If I was in their shoes, those who have stepped out, I would have done same. Because
if you were the secretary.
No, even if I was him.
Good.
Yeah, why not? You step down and let's look into the matter. What is this, double, quadruple identity, and you are unable to really tell us, what the facts are.
Yeah.
So it's because of his continued stay, others will pull out. So, and once the attrition level is, getting high by the day, the project has to come to a halt. Yes, there are major issues in the economy. Currency, gas, petrol prices and stuff like that. Who says the economy is a bed of roses? It is not. Economy is challenged. Those are the things that we should be focusing on as a political party, as the opposition. But when in the middle of nothing, the leader and chairman, and we've had leaders and chairmen.
Yeah.
This is the first time the NDC is facing this apocalyptic chaos.
Hey, Koku ne literature.
Oh yeah, apocalyptic chaos.
All right, Martin.
Self-induced. Free. And when you speak, look, those ones who are saying, that's what I'm saying. Do they know where this party came from? The song that we sing, Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Cadets may come, cadets may go, but the revolution has come to stay. Revolution has. So when they send messages and they're insulting, they don't know what Rawlings went through. Rawlings almost died.
Yeah.
May 15th, on the eve of June 4th, he was taken out. June 4th came, 31st came. My brother, no amount of insults will deter me. No, let them insult. I was going to say something, but but all I'm saying is that the more you insult me, the more I know that my message is going down. But you see, how many people? Maybe 5-10 people. But when I step out of the studio on a daily basis, almost every day I meet about 10 people I don't know, I've never met. I'm either meeting them in traffic, at a petrol station, at a car washing bay, somewhere.
And they all fall for you. Wow.
Especially after the construction of Asumdwe Park. So when a few people, Martin Abidu, let me use Martin Abidu's term, rented crowd, they decide to insult. Master, all I can say is, as Christ said on the cross, Father, forgive them. For they know not what they are doing. Yeah.
So what's next for Koku Anyidoho in the political space?
Oh, well, there's a lot to be done. We are going to retool and rebuild this NDC and see how we can progress into 2020.
Capacity as the...
Oh, but not everybody can be an office holder. But I'm a former office holder.
Good, yeah.
My record stands tall at the presidency, at the party headquarters, built by President Mills. So we meet...
So you are doing those in isolation, or
but
nobody has mandated or delegated you?
I don't need. Because how many people can be elected officers?
Good.
The important thing is that I nurture my constituency. I nurture my branch.
I don't have parliamentary ambition.
Oh, no. If I wanted to go to parliament, I should have gone a long time ago.
Yeah.
I respect those who are in parliament.
Good.
But in my own configuration and the trajectory,
Parliament in Kang.
Parliament in Kang. But that is why why am I on this crusade? Because I respect Parliament as an institution.
Yeah.
Respect those who are in Parliament. It's not an easy job. I mean, to nurture a constituency, to go for elections after primaries, then go for the national, obiyari, painful school fees, outdooring, obi crack or your abortion crowd to me for Semasa, MP, honorable. Say, be makoye nienye, abortion, abe mumam, sikana mikoye abortion. The kind of things they go through, the kind of things we go through as politicians. But hey, it comes with the terrain. And so, my focus actually is on the Republic of Ghana.
Good.
Master Ghana knew NDC knew NPP knew.
Yeah.
So let's focus on Ghana. Let God bless our homeland Ghana.
Fantastic.
Make us great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of rights. Let God fill our hearts with true humility.
Yeah.
And let us cherish fearless honesty. Fearless honesty. Fearless honesty. And help us to resist oppressors' rule. The oppressor is not the white man any longer. The oppressor even can be from our homes, our churches, our mosques, everywhere. The oppressor is in our political. For me, now as a political party, there's oppression in the NDC. And my charge is to resist it to the glory of God and country.
Right. Mikmel ba Ghana no, and some will be saying Koku Anyidoho can then.
Koku decided to call you Standogwe to interview you, to talk on behalf of President Mills and the presidency. Done. And I'm the head of communication and presidential spokesperson. The president gets upset that who is this character? Koku, have you employed him? I said, no, I've not employed him. So who gave him the go-ahead to talk on my behalf? If you don't want to do the job again, let me know. I'll appoint somebody else. Until done. Now President Buefu. Now maybe friend Standogwe. Now me catch say, look, you have no locus at the presidency. Send me to you. So granting interview you baby on board of the president. Oh, me no better trouser back. Me mpe akete dia.
Wow.
Oh yes. Those are some of the stories. Oh.
The king of talk radio, the Don, Cabra Pra, right here on 98.9 Happy FM.
Let's go. We're right here.
This is your best talk show right here in the afternoon.
So keep it locked.
Happy 98.9 FM. For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Don. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
Hello, Meduffo. Minim say adwuma ye den. Wanye adwuma nso a enye yie. Mabasa me be ma wo den na sipie sita. Join me every weekday 7 to 10 p.m. Our happy evening driver, sir.
All my beautiful ladies who wanna link up.
Mepo wonimupa and come down one tidbita. Epe boa lifestyle. We need a kiesika. E prema for from it ekia cash. Mozumbo mo number one back. Masalam habibi.
Happy 98.9 FM. And Nijin Kwa.
What is the full name of a current boyfriend?
Jake.
The full name of your current boyfriend?
Sander Mendes.
And to Jack, you free here.
Oh, ETV Ghana sono. O memende nyumra yedo ayede. Memende nyumra bia no nwotwe pepepe. Ni nyina ya trase abra ye different zone edit down. Jumedi eye competition a emo kunya. No share yonku bi ni nsem bi a wonti ase no modidi mo nkomo. Na afi ye bisan sem no tumi twa sanche wade aka ho. Me say friend zones on ETV Ghana. Shall so person kai ho na wini dia. Akunya na beda ho ma. Yes spell check artistic segment. Eating competition. Word games ni ade nyina chichia. Opeso baby a phone number no 0244906235 and 0593406547. Sponsorship so number ya na be friend. We a friend zone on ETV Ghana. Feel the fun.
My body count 0. Hey.
Agronide football every wiase fenanyina Fili ewo HD Plus every 17 January 2023 Ubenya Sports Channel Score HD ewo HD Plus channel 151 so
Ghana for Madam High Sense in you. Ye ka high sense ya. Mo amunim se eye home appliances a efe eye papa entry power ne boɔ no so da fam. Hisense a wobɛtɔ wɔ aburokyire no saa quality na wobɛtɔ ne Ghana. Ɛno nti na yɛnya ahotosoɔ yɛma wo 5 years manufacture defect warranty. Say a refrigerator, chest freezer, air condition, television, sound system, water dispenser, microwave oven, blender, gas cooker, electric cooker, washing machine, smartphone, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Yahu sensi oto na so forma ye din enti abo no de ye siesie no pa wo bia enti bora high sense showroom bia say Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuasi, Sunyane, Techiman, Tamale, Hohoi, Kofoidia, Koneko Jodie. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
It's the Ghana Beverage Awards again. Cheers to pouring decisions with water inclusive to quench your thirst. Which beverage gives you a taste of heaven? There's no better feeling than toes in the sand with a beverage in hand. I bet you saved up energy from consuming your best beverage. In return, nominate your favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com to win that award. Nominations are open from 13th of January to 26th of February. TNCs apply. For more information, contact 0202-222-095. Ghana Beverage Awards is in partnership with Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Ghana Tourism Authority, Consumer Protection Agency, Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Food Research Institute, CSIR, Perception Management International, Silverbird Cinemas, and our media partners BNFT, CTFM, Nisim FM Bolga, Nisim FM Tamale, Happy FM, Daily Guide, Ghana Web, YFM, NYDJLive.com, and ETV Ghana. Ghana Beverage Awards, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry. Agronaide football every year Fili HD Plus. Every 17 January 2023, Ubenya Sports Channel Score HD HD Plus Channel 151 so.
Hello, Medofo. Minim say adwuma ye den. Wanye adwuma so a enye yie. Mabasa mebe ma wo den na sipie sita. Join me every weekday 7 to 10 p.m. Our happy evening driver sir.
All my beautiful ladies who wanna link up.
Mepo wonimupa and commodore one tidbita. Epe boa lifestyle. We need a kiesika. E prema phone from Ekia Cash. Mozum bomo number one back. Masalam habibi.
Happy 98.9 FM. And Mijin Kwa. It's the Ghana Beverage Awards again. Cheers to pouring decisions with water inclusive to quench your thirst. Which beverage gives you a taste of heaven? There's no better feeling than toes in the sand with a beverage in hand. I bet you saved up energy from consuming your best beverage. In return, nominate your favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com. Agronaide football every year Fili HD Plus. Every 17 January 2023, Ubenya Sports Channel Score HD HD Plus Channel 151 so.
Hello, Medofo. Minim say adwuma ye den. Wanye adwuma so a enye yie. Mabasa mebe ma wo den na sipie sita. Join me every weekday 7 to 10 p.m. Our happy evening driver sir.
All my beautiful ladies who wanna link up.
Mepo wonimupa and commodore one tidbita. Epe boa lifestyle. We need a kiesika. E prema phone from Ekia Cash. Mozum bomo number one back. Masalam habibi.
Happy 98.9 FM. And Mijin Kwa. It's the Ghana Beverage Awards again. Cheers to pouring decisions with water inclusive to quench your thirst. Which beverage gives you a taste of heaven? There's no better feeling than toes in the sand with a beverage in hand. I bet you saved up energy from consuming your best beverage. In return, nominate your favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com to win that award. Nominations are open from 13th of January to 26th of February. TNCs apply. For more information, contact 0202-222-095. Ghana Beverage Awards is in partnership with Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Ghana Tourism Authority, Consumer Protection Agency, Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Food Research Institute, CSIR, Perception Management International, Silverbird Cinemas, and our media partners BNFT, CTFM, Nisim FM Bolga, Nisim FM Tamale, Happy FM, Daily Guide, Ghana Web, YFM, NYDJLive.com, and ETV Ghana. Ghana Beverage Awards, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry.
Your constitution, it is long overdue. It has outlived its usefulness. It is not fit for purpose. Master, every constitution we know now gamble for power and now a board record.
Yeah.
Okay, ambassador records.
Okay.
Sad time no.
Yeah.
Any year constitution we. Cassette abeyi record ne free ho. CD ababeyi ne free ho. Mo friend say
pen drive.
Abeyi ne free ho say ba kula ba ne dey. And we are still using this constitution.
Good. Yeah.
We are living in our past. Ghanaians are living in our past. But you see, because the heirs in the constitution, no, women are the beneficiaries. Chairman Sabonsuma, Omugusuna mo kono, Orona, Omanemrana, Apratitiano, Omuna used to milk the country. Okay? Don't. I'm not here to complain only.
Your Excellency, me too.
May the character a union government system over. Young for party,
happy.
but you have to about all right.
Yeah.
And your leadership at every position. President, appointment obeying apart from ambassadors. Our Ghana has 7. You nearly 19 cabinet ministers.
Wow.
Out of 19, no. President Nanka Sakura dia located man here 7.
Wow.
There can be institutional presentation.
Okay.
Representation. Health ministry, they will have a system. Say if by selling through the ranks.
Okay.
If say was say a create electoral college, no more talk about within that
unit now.
Sector now.
Okay. The health sector now.
No minister about now president have sworn in.
Okay.
There must be a Greek. Obia koya Greek wa bon degree eto on a chief director partisan to be an president for because only my Greek won he also made
minister yeah
oba and me no ka say I was say a scrap what do we call it digital assembly concept no.
Okay.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
Me Christian na me agency se obi besi asorodan ayede amenyame. Na me tie se Nyankopon obie kwan ma me a besi asorodan amenyame. Isan se ehirawu. Na ekwan a ye nuanu faso enu hwe ba bia Ghana ginin mu say sika anya mi fie mpo keta hyehyɛ ɛne proye ne kankan ɛkonya mi fie yesiama no ho a na mewura ho. And at this point in our life, do we need this at all? Because one, yenya nkopon na yesom no na yesi asorodan amano no emre bi Yesu kan say me yare ma mehwe me da daga mo ama mentoma emfra come de no am aduane ani o me say rabbi na da be na yare ya mehwew wo da daga ya mo ntoma emfra come de wa ya mo aduane ani o se so anya mo nua no wa anya mame.
Wow, unim Bible musa.
Oh pa
because you heard so again na enim say nka wo the quotation ba kokra mo. I like that. I like that. No, the boys be watch all almost swagger. That na was Sunday school kroma nko bi da.
Sure. Na
wow.
Na sa bra boy go se nyame nimu a enye.
Amen.
Now, preach on.
I like that. Yes, yo.
Preach on.
Now, say, see, I will share and never hospitals like even in teaching hospital like Kolebu, Confanoche, 37 military hospital. Go any party that form. Our Munyam Panaso. Obit me, I will hear a fellow saying, Fan 37 na Kolebu. Yes, a more patient in King, Adaya and Penny her. What the ba yenya baby mfano to so. And na kwa ambulance. We won adava some davi ambulance no. Se wonnim na bo hu musuo. Na wutu national ambulance no fa patient in the ba. Wa bra wonye bed arrangement. Wa de de be yo no.
Wow.
Some boy
this one is news to me.
What your pa ko bisa.
No, where news to me, sir.
My witness
ambulance drivers no.
Me see my witness.
So wunya call na ambulance service at the patient in the bar without notifying the hospital.
Yes.
I return.
Yeah, return kaka kwa yeni watoka sana kwa fa ho adi free. Ebi atome enani afia menua ba ku wuye. Wo yare kwada. Ai akawe hospital bu or say Makati Hill Junction. Oko off. Ena omo sustain ni kakra. Ena omo so omo refer na kokolebu. Ye kokolebu a omo se empeni ho. Ya ambulance arrangement omo se omo fa kwa se hwe. Se bed ni ho a ye mfa no. Se ne kwa ade omo beye no. Ampa wada what ahomati 1 AM. Ye bom wadi ni kodu 37 no. Na chese omo se ayeliti ye che ama me nuane hwere no nkwa. Na wejai we nyina se usi cathedral amanyame ofisi nyankopon kwa ni be so sa adan wi.
My priorities in parliament is to see our parliamentary caucus working together and also cooperating with the Speaker of Parliament. Why did we struggle to get an NDC person elected as a Speaker of Parliament? There are certainly some advantages, and those advantages can be tapped into when your leadership is cooperating with the Speaker. So we cannot have a situation where MPP leadership is cooperating with the Speaker and our NDC leadership have challenges cooperating with the Speaker. And if you are given a party whose leadership in Parliament is not working together, what will you do? You make the changes or you resign. And I'm not about to resign. My priorities in Parliament is to see our parliamentary caucus working together and also cooperating with the Speaker of Parliament. Why did we struggle to get an NDC person elected as a Speaker of Parliament? There are certainly some advantages, and those advantages can be tapped into when your leadership is cooperating with the Speaker. So we cannot have a situation where MPP leadership is cooperating with the Speaker and our NDC leadership have challenges cooperating with the Speaker. And if you are given a party whose leadership in Parliament is not working together, what will you do? You make the changes or you resign. And I'm not about to resign. Thank you very much.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to The Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
Wotie Epahwada Ben, we're Happy 98.9.
All right, you're 1 hour, 12 minutes more to talk. Epahwada Ben Suni on Happy 98.9. Yalada mo asese efide no da so da ha ma unse etiefo gina homa ne so pa but e brand nti munso mu ma me ho ansa yenkai mo se nyame adom in a few days time we'll be doing another edition of the Happy Mass Wedding, the 17th edition actually, yes. Na eno ene the mass wedding yede ebremu na omo mpeso omo ware na nso agya omo sika sami nkoye no ye boaboa mu nyina no na ye so masene sa na tie because o budget na ntumi amo anya wedding ye ne ama budget ye wedding wo mu di ama anything about your wedding no ye ma ema ho to ema anije na face so no etna ho enti Mr. So anije ho a the next time you hear us make noise about the upcoming mass wedding no about beje registration form no omo mba beje omo de no de omo na nei ye mo counseling any grooming any ade na fe no nyame adom a ye fro na de amo omo beje form for only 500 Ghana cedis per any omo ne say ye fro chinchinche de amo omo no ntino your wedding gown, your suits, your grooming, massage, reception, honeymoon, investment packages, insurance packages, anything that's going to make your dream day a special one is taken care of by Happy FM. Into Mr. Wa Shannon so say mass wedding no this year's edition is about to go down. It's proudly sponsored by the Republic Bank. When you edge also be part of our sponsors no afraid 0242 235 086 0242 235 086. Mass wedding, sharing a wonderful moment together. Now we also activated the nominations for the Ghana Beverage Awards. Nominations are already out. Into say, o favorite beverage receive an award. The Ghana Beverage Awards event this year. It's about time we'll start the nomination now. Nominations already open from now to the 26th of February. You go so nominations into any type of beverage you believe and know any of your favorites. Now it need that recognition and that hype, just nominate that beverage to be a recipient of the Ghana Beverage Awards event. And I say, remember your T's and C's apply. This information, over to me at 020 quadruple 095 020 quadruple 095 for further details. What the upcoming events, I say. Na a beverage dia bema you be never catch say tonchini di no kum. Vitamilk, one of the best beverages on the market, and it's been over 20 years since Vitamilk eba Ghana ha. Na akoswa ye aduane duro sonko a ehye nipa no den. Na manipa ho den so esipi na esita. Enti no say abofra na nita ha. Odwadifo bi a ne reta ho. Any idea how they can issue with just a bottle of Vitamilk. Obey all the trick the amount that energy and vigor you need to surge on. Vitamilk comes in variety of types. Your Vitamilk Choco, Vitamilk Banana, Vitamilk Strawberry, your Vitamilk Energy, and your the Vitamilk Regular Soil Milk Drink, and your the all-new Vitamilk Champ. And Nono comes with calcium, omega-3, 6, and 9. That makes your adorable children grow smoother, healthier, and strong every day. Vitamilk. Say. Now Superman Engineering Limited. Omuna de Super S products ni bi aba Ghana ha. Nan kebi ni Ghana. Womuna kwakra de buy and ya ni say boamo engine no etiapo. Until anytime it's time for your oil change. Make sure so be Superman Engineering Limited. Omu Super X products ni bi na tumi aboao. Emma engine no entwetwa nsi. Emma oka ni nkoja akwantimfi. Ebema aka na koyo edi amount. Superman Engineering Limited also specializes in the dealership of authentic engine oils, synthetic blend, and full synthetic Super S lubricants. Make your way to any of their branches or down Suman Russia Road or Doko Gloryland and Kaswa. They're also available at Utumogo, Swan Lake, North Kaneshi. Our number is 0267 405 405. And new Superman Engineering Limited. Now, EDC Investments. As a think smart, invest now. And then the investment may be but when it's with EDC investment, your investment is secured and safe. Almost say fair on 0302 634 165 0302 634 165 or log on to www.ecobank/swam ecobank/swam SWAM to complete an investment application form and be part of the investment deal now EDC for a day. But with EDC, financial independence is possible. Igobi is not a plan. Financial independence now. Invest with EDC investment. Yebedo almost say after finally my mama awake drinking water. Say wakuma so show. And I say in sucom ne diwa per week nibinom a week never bow never shushe ni peduano kwan so nkoso kra. Yes, water is life. And into dane day nyina no say duane mpo na wunni ya no nsuo. Nsuo ni betumi ama ni peduano agina yie. E ma ni peduane emubu ntoso. So obi a wo be 35 na so wedi ani ne chen obi otwam 80. Away purified drinking water and no ebetumi aboa na afi keeps you energized. Yes, of course. Anytime I feel say why dehydrated, I will purified drinking water will be there. Remember, say every bottle of Awake you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Quality product at Casapreco Company Limited for the Aba any Awake advert ways approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. And I feel so we'll be doing 13 years of the Family Fun Run this year on the 6th of March. Yenina ye be pia bonten ya nantie tutu America tenetene ya pomu na afeso so ya make new contacts and connections from there and no the upcoming Happy FM Lakeside Marina Family Fun Run and Walk. Happy FM Lakeside Marina Family Fun Run and Walk. We'll be doing 13 years of this event on the 6th of March until we begin lacing your boots. Remember, this year's event will be taking place simultaneously in 4 cities: Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, and Tamale. Registration is already out. 60 Ghana cedis for individuals, 180 Ghana cedis for a family of 5, 2 adults, 3 children, and after 300 Ghana cedis for a school team of 5 people. We give you 10% discount for virtual club members. The best school team wins 5,000 Ghana cedis airtime on Happy FM amongst other consolation prizes. The upcoming Happy FM Lakeside Marina Family Fun Run and Walk, and you can watch me. Pick up your forms from the front decks of Silver Star Tower, Happy FM, and Afe Global Media Alliance. For further inquiries, call 020-856-5397. 020-856-5397. They are part of this upcoming walk.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM. This is where the conversation get bigger and hotter. Monday to Friday, right here on Happy FM, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't miss out.
All right, Alexander Kyoko, Bochano English man from Obibesi, woman you das, woman last hope. The man is in here already. Alex Aquabet to saying. Baby Aboko there. Wow. Jacket is here correct. Oh yes, me huye pa. Ready dimu. Bibi Koso Boko. And now it's the constituency too.
Oh, the constituency there, a muda hokwa, kama. Say na make catch out the biano. Your rules no ne higher. One bypass now, if you're not a Mills bypass no.
Yeah.
I free barrier. Eddie Femwa, Eddie copy, was central region. Road na say, I say crack. Say yan shay and rains no estati. Say I'm sure yes, I road no yen to me used to be. One of them catch out last one has say, wo free a praku eba botiano. You will be a free ho Kaswa station.
Yeah.
Directly opposite no road no. A caving in. Send I know. If you are a driver,
a buegum. Hey,
serious power mania. Very serious and dangerous site.
Wow.
Because a won't name now free botiano or side no eba praku, and it's your first time driving, and it's in the night. If you don't take care, no, you drive into it. It's a won't name road.
Yeah. No, then it's a death trap.
It's serious.
And today now, urban routes for now according of the area.
No, they've not even. I don't know. They've
not even a red flag over there. A danger sign.
No. Mudi Niama biako biako sisi ho. But omo nyeshi in fact. Oh, and he said omo train so because I no so when them now the speed but now rema. So nyamia anye wa.
Can even somersault. Yeah.
And yes, somersault. Ube come.
Ube wurem. I mean, I don't num.
Yes. Ube wurem.
Wow.
It's serious, pa.
Yeah, very serious.
Yes. No, no.
I see.
And I make so if we call American flag area, almost quiet so I say.
Also quiet I say.
I think so. More anchors have a bridge be by bridge no more than and no more share concrete at the hands no, and also send it no. My first once, the first the American chairman will say, "Wait, there's and so turn I won't share year." They bet me for and got now erosion now a critically fairly big one. A switching storm drain.
Serious.
Wow, and it's a one show you now a beer, what can say a bridge, who fast in the rainy season. No, now one show you near Bua, Eddie won't call. It's not the Uber call. Yes, it's serious. What we are sitting on in Botiano English man from there. It's very pathetic.
Very terrible. Now, I mean,
hear me, Yanni say, you were MPR or the chief executive. Municipal chief executive for her, or one the ministers, almost share road so or sign a buying. So if all of them cannot combine their efforts to ensure, say, they say then what is their use?
No, I mean at times, most of these danger zones near you don't wait for central government. At times, community mobilization.
Oh,
so, a leader. On Sunday, I can't about leadership, no. So, if you have a leader, somebody who leads a man for look up to her, and yet they might say you can even do community mobilization for such an operation.
Yes, is it the community have been doing their mobilization for a very long time, almost every year.
Yeah.
Wow, year contribution. Me horse idea.
Happy 98.9.
Baby, American flag area. No, one can say to me talk. Gravel see no, but we now it's just a temporary measures. So garlic na make last year kasa to niyama they call feeling in but at the end of the day so no toy no a washing in away. So what we are saying is that these are areas that people are living. You understand me? They are paying their taxes. But even they are ready. Say abayin beba beka say okay bia road no ebe cost you let's say 1 million say ye be but 1 million no bia menya bi enti di aka no mo ye contribution ana ya anya contractor mo ye di new ba oba be ye roads no so ye road no mamu a ye be to roads ni nyina e wo area no people are ready to because they are spending so much. Because Miko runs during the campaign time, that was one of the messages. I mean,
because for an area where you fear, imagine a damage to your vehicle. You know, time loss and all that.
A lot of people.
And to the moment you contribute to make sure, say, forever you are living there.
You understand? And see, it's so pathetic. Senadino etino. And yes, this is something that people sure then be brave I can say microphone tremble, but because of the bad nature of the rules, no, they are not able.
I'm for because
find out who the road network.
Even the NB. Was the only the ensure tournament now? And the dine or for dry season. It drew rainy season. I don't know baby or 2 quarters.
So you can just imagine so who need baby I will call during the rainy season then it means always a water. And omo amisumo omusu ye sebi yenwan mu a enye se omo asi omo ankasa edan omo nkita car but omo abe high obi dan na omo fa car because there are times no wo fa taxi na on the Uber be drew point pia na taxi driver no aka che wo say I had a mean to me in Kobium. NTC Whopa Fasikano.
Wow.
Yes. Me myself, it has happened to me before.
There's any old
yes. Yes. Okay, James say no, boss. People will party. Then I need sweating there. Mean to me. And he said, Upa, would the Sinafa with Kadoko.
No, but very sad.
Yes, very sad. Yeah. It's serious issues. These are
and then it goes feed into our planning issues. No, say, and even at the first instance of land demarcation, see a better we make sure say roads are well laid out.
But then say assassino is in the hands of government.
Yeah,
and no over to me.
No, but even lands in the hands of government, hardly do they do those things.
Yes. Because the thing is say
a very transfer city say
they planning no at to horse obi aye dia open but they say bia in hihye wo ho say bia ahemfo ebusua mo asase a mo pese mo nton who ton you don't sell up to a certain measurement won't mean trano
okay,
you understand me now you continue from where the development has reached.
Okay,
abia over to me maybe 100 meters. Apart from that, no, you can't go beyond that. Now yeah, to me I'm monitor you because we share water, electricity. Now the last line no the last builder no so uba na ube to asua ube won't say they will not spend so much money say the battery lights no the amount because you are just nest say to me ye bibisa aka beboa but ya jai assassino ama info no mo di ye di omo pe omo to assassinate say ye to tomatoes ena se na dan hu so eye din no obi biara obenya asase kakra bi wo bebi a opese onko ye development wo no your development no I hear the personal development need we are say onya water, onya electricity, and these are basic things are so onya. Then they bring pressure. Say roads no see and some of these things no it's all but I'm planning as of mine
at all.
Yeah, we are planning, we didn't plan well. You understand? Because I say, yeah, dream say, oh, we are building this affordable housing unit. I may say affordable, I mean affordable.
Yeah.
And yeah, affordable expensive.
Affordable no more trying in dollars.
Yes, the affordable expensive.
State housing. We don't want that. We state housing.
Yeah.
What me turn down in dollars?
Because materials are done. The materials are this down. You wouldn't you be waha.
Yeah.
You were in ria. You were clay. You were the idea at the chai your friend say summer hats roofing.
Yeah.
You those things. You were in be waha. Even clay and crap over to me the air roof.
Yeah.
So why do we spend money on aluminium
roofing and all that? Yeah.
When we could have developed that industry, now because the more the production, ebema price, akoform kakrama no be able to me atobi, and that even should be the standard roofing. But wow, you can now be a coffee baby about shingles, no be all kinds of materials they use. But we use clay, would the roofing tiles. Now would the is there forever. When the leakage be a name problem, just a nipano and she the year mau. And say you interest so when we are building affordable housing, it bet me affordable. It bet me the clay as a bronsign. Because before the cement say yes a bronsign.
Yeah.
Because who call the whole towns nibi no. Ube who yet in a platform no na the clay no atwaso. Can't we do the same now? You could call your villages, no, and then bend the wall. And you clean now, no aye. So if we are training engineers, we are training architects, we training material science folk. I want to me and come out with anything about boy. Now you have to me see affordable. Because when we have those buildings, in a well-planned community, when we say some of these things are here, it will even cut down on government expenditure on some of these capital infrastructures. You understand? Because say Obia Wafaku now we road back it will lead to all of them. We will bother yourself say we call your roads be brave. Then you can planning. You're planning.
But channel English a man from Muhammad Alexander Kyokona. And there's a man who talks about the constituency with so much passion. We had do what the constituency and a farmer or what the mamma said. You be never catch him say Munshan and Munyam na Munson Sani Becano. I mean, just give him that try. Now he share what he has up his sleeves because this is not the first timer. Or my who say the vision for the constituency big. That's Mutu Abano de Mano. Through the primaries, this time around, he's going to ensure win the seat, at the NDC, and subsequently ensure some of these challenges are more encounter or constituency. It appears as a Munia Bemumpu, you have, a party in power, Wamamo a certain MP, Wamamo a municipal chief executive. That's a Munia development. Why don't you try somebody else? Namu what will come because we know. On record said there are even certain MPs or by any power. And so the level of development they drew on constituency, it's also you say omunim what they are about our parliament who are MPs unim the whereabouts in parliament. It goes against your own constituency. Into mun decide rights or the NDC primaries. Na Okaikwe South, Abranti Adumakon, Ernest, Kion. Oba hanti you to baby out here yebo nkomano ka say e ho kra why attempt to hoping and I'm saying and the odo ani a kire bochia no so attempt e wo kan quiz out Anyway, and we will just see. But so far with the preparations towards the primaries, so it's the same.
Oh, primaries need the America preparation need the course
executives no be stay clear of the campaign no near day.
The American, I had to say, Omwati, but Omo started say Omudi ye juma.
Okay.
And me say me catch Omo, me stromo. Because we don't want a situation I didn't know to say because when you want to behave like obia or contested BDA, we'll treat you as one.
Yeah.
Now say treat you as one. Obeka say if we a constituency executive, day. You understand me? And you free me said Americano. They should stay clear off. And more boom cause share someone say the way they call you pushy way. No. That is not right.
No, but what if they are pushing your agenda too?
No, I will not allow that.
You not allow that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Maybe you were to meet me, I didn't come out, to me ideas. But say pa may allow say who leading me campaign. I would never allow that. And they know it.
I didn't see because the party frowns on it.
Yes, the party frowns on it. And I think me, woman from Enfa Party Unity Ember.
Okay.
Because you are the executives. You understand? And we executive, you should, your behavior should be above reproach.
So you're neutral.
Yes. And neutral, they may say, want to mean you're neutral. But you have to be fair and not biased. You understand me? Neutral, they want to be because they also over to Abanibi, who are preferred candidates. You understand me? And they know they want to be. So we can say we are neutral. No. Obian to me you're neutral. Say by elections, Obian you're neutral. Obian to Aba. Once I would to Abani, we are not neutral. But let there be fairness. That's all.
I see.
You understand? Because you can't be a referee and be campaigning for one of the contestants at the same time. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. And the say, stay clear of the. So who are candidate? With the who advise we are with the farmer who are actually. Don't come forward.
Yate, Alexander. Now we can do soon go around to say MPP for communicators. They say almost strike. At the last count, names yes, Ashanti region, Greater Accra region, and I think about 2 or 3 other regions. I heard the butu pa boys ne say they be nyadi on be adwuma bio because wakotra nkwa wini meko ma aboa ponche ni metu fufure. I mean, they monitor from afar. I know most party doesn't recognize them. The kind of support here to ensure say party na adwuma die no be koyie. And they are party name memoir. Amanfo ayi wo ma no wasi party so no. Charge party no think and if indeed the party has a national communications directorate. Yeah, a national communications officer pa onima dwuma na director and Kenya is communicators lay down on tools no until we are just waiting. We have about 50 minutes more. Se kafu ya ma dia nem sa asem no tumu nchene. Se kafu ya ma pe nem say asem no tumu nchini da ma communicators na esi ne kwan say hwe no ama because oba pe no oba be say agro no but you ha we just monitoring at the last count Miss Atta say omukaso oma resolve all the issues until they are back on the airwaves rep enyamai until let's just monitor the time space na ready at the brain. But I like you heard me play a voice from your chairman Johnson is here doing Ketia London, and it appears he's given a different account from what he said. Yeah, and necessitates that shake-up in Parliament. Earlier on, he made us understand, say, it was because of the elections and what it will be based on. Finance, infrastructure, blah, blah, and into no mere disappointment. But in London, why a new revelation, say, your leadership then, no, we're not seeing eye to eye with the speaker, and no warrant that change, How do you feel as a member hearing your chairman speak on the same issue but with 2 different tongues? What is saying?
The can happy
98.9.
Mechia Botiano English man for Sunya.
Good.
Titri no NDC for Moho Mechia Munira. The dawn.
Yes.
Now as at Friday. Party penny for make half a Council of Elders. Omudi communicate be a bar bunting. Say, asem na aba no efa the leadership change no who were parliament no we come for minority side no and kebeya obia should hold on obia njai kasano in the media space. If we say almost competitions
Wanda Ben, what happened? 98.9.
so mo trans wasem so a na omo atumi aboa na yie. And some of us thought say that should be the way to go. And who here say you be kasa biom emphasize asemi ho. But unfortunately no, our chairman asa akoka bibi biom edi afa ho, which of course I find it very very difficult say ono a oye penny oda party anu nyina no will disregard a directive from the Council of Elders. To me no entry because once directive aba and kind who beside myself one can be my imagine say me can be beyond home. Because the Council of Elders Albisa Anakache say yenina we should stay off say Yebeka Bibiafa Sa Sembi. To me ni the Yemeni na kakra because in some year by every last week no their party in Penifo MIAT as any say omo decision and no one would take here no. Omudina niama mienu so no mudi ye. The kan edi kind say omu share issues that will be topical during the campaign. And almost say economics, any finance, any energy and infrastructure. And the omudi 3 people about replacing 3 people are omo believe say omo when him die pa e was irasimo. Now me tea a seminar for the first time. No, my reaction is this reason doesn't make sense, in a sense that a leader is a leader, and one of the core functions of a leader, and he say, obey to me, identify among the followers. No, omo when him die it was certain areas obey to me I use to. And no name leader is standing out. And yes, a leader no would ye say leader a chess and yasan yina ewo wutrimo and now would ye wouldn't be leader be any hosa. But a good leader no a nipa or to me identify say Osi Messi be the nijna has say on your say and mammy obey to me a year now I ye because my who say was and him dieno. And we share parliament na Senate CCR we share minority side no. Me can say maybe I'm still I say omo na current leaders because you insist on until parliament will resume. Now some there. They are all and I bet me I can say outgoing leaders. You understand? And what's your more style of leading the house no? I could say that why adi ye papa. And they've been able to allow others to come forward. Wow, I don't know. Man by project because they are not being an hindrance to anybody. Say, party, no, they support each other. And I think the leader himself, or your Honorable Aruna, has proven that several times. Because what are parliamentary proceedings now? At times, our floor, Yaman Quine speaker, Yaman Quine say all can assemble, or can to a point no. Or to me, I refer to some of his members, no, say, Mr. Speaker, baby Amadro, no, we bet you also Eddie Amami. Several, who saw ye. You understand me? That is a leader, or believe he say, no, baby Amaka can't summon no. Mima obia our sa enimdie no sa expertise no bemwa ebema deny very clear. That is a leader. And a leader does not need to have all the knowledge in this world. about every subject. That is not it. Because the leadership now with the buy aircraft say ba emrasema omo wana no ye lawyer. And at parliament no the enuya pa emra because you can have a good case. Say won nim mra na ye de ba yu anamibwa. We've seen it several times happening in parliament. You understand me? And that first reason no mean to me and to us. Then the second reason no say ABR a regional balance be almost shiny there and really me see a new crap with the engineer cra because we share CCR sena I may propose no omudi abandon crap along the southern sector no there were 3 out of the 5 position no because do you it was southern sector at 2,000 it was southern sector Amwabua southern sector. I mean, we come for Greater Accra, Central, Western. You understand me? And Rebecca say, who far the northern sector, you understand me? In the middle bed there, Obian, me refer voter region crapo. Voter region so was southern sector. You understand me? And they would then I would say regional balance, no. We should who the balance in now a woman no. I will say that the first one rather gives a proper balancing because you were uncrophobia southern sector no. Yenyobisu the middle belt no. Now we call the northern belt no so you were uncrophobia ho. You know, so that even represents it more. You understand me? But now and so for us no and can some no say these 2 reasons I am my and I can say reasons no and tasum ye no and can say yenjai no only for us to hear over the weekend they say chairman Asako Kabi befufru ebiom mesre
happy 98.9.
there is only one reason for doing whatever that you are doing and to the reason about how that should be the head. And say ABR and Crawford can say, oh, reason here and to something, you look for another one. Yeah. Well, yes, sir. Then people begin to doubt Yahoo, you know. ABR who are dream pa would ye the would you know. ABR when him say in Shisha would banu a bebwa party no. But the moment a beati say the reasons no vary, ye change no dear. Ebema ebimu adwaye omuna eno mbeka say aden na we ekoso. Now a speaker of parliament no say ye pikiwu every political party mu crap na obeya. You are not there as a speaker for your political party. You are there as a speaker of parliament of Ghana. And should be in the interests of Ghana. What did they make an say? Now, the members of parliament so were elected to serve their constituents. But one they know. Until the moment they are also elected, no. Yes, they may be coming on a particular political party ticket too. But they are there to serve the interests of their constituents. And their constituents are made up of all kinds of people. Some belong to their political party, some don't. Some are sitting on the fence. They don't belong to any political party. Some belong to different political party. But they are to serve all of them their interests. So, say your parliament sana. Yes, the political machinations no bebe mumum, but they are area supreme no say you best serve the interests of Ghanaians. Enti say speaker aka bibi a member of parliament only no nyadwen only who kwan say obeka kire no say me ni won nyadwen they don't so who kwan.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yes. And the corporation now, chairman Kano, enu efrihi. Because the mere fact say we can't be we are cooperating.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't need to agree with you on everything for us to show that that is say, hey, we are cooperating. No.
But even on the floor, no, hardly do you notice it. Meaning, say behind
maybe
the scenes.
Maybe. And what exactly? Which issues? The important or cooperation because maybe speaker say, well, I can't say they are not cooperating with him. And are they there to cooperate with the speaker now? They are there to cooperate with their constituents. That is one thing I say. Because I believe, say, the cooperation rather should be between the MP and his constituents. And not with the speaker. Speaker, you are just to be an empire. Who tried Bedremo now, what should I say? I found we, Omudi, Emrano, the Simple. And this reason there is new to us. And I will plead with chairman. Say, baby, all kono, yes, reno, on posu. And manu enko ye onko kasa was assembly who will be biom. Because the Council of Elders say Omwanya petition. Because a decision, no, when them say members of parliament, no, about 72 of them out of the 137 and 136, no, about 72 of them have petitioned. Almost 72 are petition your friend was
party, no.
Council of Elders, no.
But does it 72. Still stand? I thought the weekend probably washed away most of these issues. After I say I took force in a call speaker or with a delegation, or
no, you see, the thing is that
wow. Not just a munjo, no.
Yes, Atu can do whatever because Atu he has not faulted anybody.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yes. I mean, he's just been delegated.
He has just been nominated. Say, way. I don't think there's anybody on any wasem. The issues that have come up, say reasons are modi by, Sebi and Twasumi. Then two, say the timing of the change, and yet. Ultimately say, and these are the issues can wasem and sana chairman decided say or the third reason become a cooperation between the minority side, any speaker of parliament, So when you do this, you open the floodgates. Say people will begin to talk, and I think say you shouldn't have gone there in the first place. Udruwa at least Uberman Crawford say now the Council of Elders, Omudiomu insa atu assembly so. So that you give them room. You understand? But for you to go to that extent, then you say you are not ready to resign. No. What are you telling us? As somebody has you to resign, Obiabisa will say resigning. Obiakacha will say rescind the decision. No. Because the awabe, I had to say, would the hook, I say you come. You understand? Now we soon work it out, humano. You understand me? And see, that is how I didn't know it because this decision, resending it to will create another problem for us.
Yeah.
So you dream say, oh, yama all the executives no and so. And another problem the be party no. Yes, serious problem. Serious problem. Is how to manage the crisis no abano. And I think that is what the elders will be doing. And to bring all of us together. And I'm sure that the outgoing leadership omo nim say baby position na e di more no, it's not permanent.
Yeah.
Omonim said that be draw ye best somo. They are aware of it. They are seasoned politicians. Omwatra politics imwache. And they've occupied positions. And they know that any position at all ye be no, sa position no enye permanent. You better be assistant at any time. But even when you are given a ministerial position, now why you boni krapua, na ye pese ye assistant wa. First they talk to you.
Yeah.
They consult you, they wouldn't come answer. But why this? Wow. And the methodology now you use you know, and no na create problem out there more biano. And the yen kwan be fa so e dia manage e di ye hu be din komo na de no anko ye personal. No be attack you obi be can be bia to say sebi the panwa na adwuma no onem de oye because at the moment you are saying say corporation ebremuno you are attacking people's personality now. Who did they make an answer? You are attacking their integrity. Eddie, the I can speak and or your complaint. Eddie Ma,
but the speaker no is from your stock.
Yes, it's from our stocks.
Yeah, the speaker himself.
Oh no, oh ma, oh yeah, complaint, former complaint. Eddie Ma party no. Speaker, why you complain? You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Speaker, why you complain? Eddie Ma,
Debbie.
Your party say,
chairman or a member of the Parliamentary Service Board. He's an insider, sort of. So maybe he knows more than we know around Parliament.
Almost say the parliamentary business is different from the party business. Yeah. Simple as that. We have a
parliament in who say be among not cooperating.
Cooperating in what sense? It should come out and tell us the level of cooperation.
Speaker Kase Muntaka sit down cry stone Muntaka jina.
Oh no, is that the first time? Muntaka, we've seen him arguing with Professor. You understand me? We see him because he's that type. When he believes in something, you cannot easily talk him out. Obisa, and we know ourselves in the political arena. And to Obisa now, or also believe say, my catch that I say, MPs no, they are not there to serve the speaker or to cooperate with the speaker. They are there to serve their constituents. And if we are talking about any level of cooperation, no, it should be between the MP and his constituents. Any other cooperation, they can decide whether to cooperate or not. Because if what you are asking them to cooperate with you on, no, Omohu say it will be at the detriment of their constituents, they have every right not to cooperate with you. And that argument, no, every ebai. And yesterday, I'll still repeat what the elders of the party no akano say. Obia and seize fire. Obia and jaya kasa no.
Okay.
Na ye more kwan no more solve this issue no MIA. And I believe that the first person to adhere to this call no should be the chairman. And no other person would now one makwan na ye nyina so ye be
leadership by example. Yes.
Yeah, into onja idea or no.
Good.
Giving more reasons will not help. What we need now is that an issue has cropped up, whether you did it rightly or wrongly, it has created a problem that needed to be solved. And that problem now we're creating and no one can say ye nyina ya drink home. Na ye nyina ye mpe kwan e befa so e dia solve na ye solve you so that we can have a united front. Sisia say na generate no 72 have petition. It means I got 50 is it 50 no 60 something 65 or so. Akomo. And so if you look at the numbers no, almost 50% plus no more disagree with you no. And the yen show kwan befa so na the
72-65.
Yes. And the yen show kwan befa so the home paper together. Okay. So I will solve this problem. The parliamentarians are very, very important caucus to the party because now they are the face of the party. Say you will be it is through them. Na here to me ye dia ye pese yen no. And this on move front no e divide there. Ye ko ana ye buy.
Me that say. So just as we thought say be a coffee no and so abi pm no yes anke na there anka unya feel there minim so free sa omo meeting na yesi afre communicators ni so omo mra na yenjojo omo book akra na. But at the last count they no more declare an indefinite strike against their party. The CAF.
They don't.
That's the same.
They don't do.
Oh come on, call striking.
They don't yen
and then you ought to hear then.
They don't, you see what it is in penny for Yakasa.
Okay.
And when I was coming here, I need to seek clearance from my regional communication director. Because the issue was for us to have taken a back step. All because you feel said they don't party in the communicators in Dini.
Crowd. Where do you make a beer man?
And then it's so sad.
Crowd.
They don't, it's so sad because we share a
party in power
who is defending the party original kwan who offer trot na ne stipends kakran so ebeba na mo twetwe na se a. How do you explain that person say obekwa they don't your son betra na send di atem me ma me kra ye nim ne kra na me ma me nyina be for yes me ma me na aboam na me twa ntro.
Oh
they don't
kafu
ye be di atem poto na party mu mpanifo no ma fio wani enye party mu mpanifo per se but aban mu mpanifo.
Yeah.
The one is the party that have formed government.
Yeah.
Enti abemu penifo na so munu say the ombe ye bia no we are there to defend it. But the irony of it is that somebody is sitting in his office comfortably telling us say onya asem no communicators and defending no.
Okay.
And because communicators didn't defend him no and until whatever is due communicators no he won't release it.
Na onya asem no only communicators shia.
That is the question.
How many times now omo ewa asem kro omo free communicators?
They don't.
Say be amona mo the key communicators amo call onto networks. And you know this is my side of the story. Munko I mean put up this defense for me. How many times no mo be?
Who chire say
jawo mo kafu.
No. Now, you come and put it all up, and then you sit in your office and you think you can remote control. That one sometimes is sad. Maybe say, young communicators, no, we have a party to protect, not a government to defend.
Thank you.
Because I am protecting a party and put your ranks up together well and position ourselves for 2024. This government is washing away. 2024, we are not using the face of our current president. We are using a new face, and the party has to be strong behind that new face, and the party needs to move in well. Na siyasa ni mani nyina na adia na enye na ebia yebetumi aka dodwo nkrofo akoma ma nkrofo so and then na anko ni yo cha na be yi a na ni nyina o si yodium dia na ye the party no so kwa akohwe agu.
Finance minister amena wadamu nyina da be mpo no afre a communicators engagement. Say he wants to engage communicators.
And I don't Why the problem. That is the problem. And for me, the Biana Mekano, we have an election to win 2024. And that election will not represent any old face.
8.9.
Yo. And now they are coming at them one answer.
They don't just come at the end. You see, all we want to understand
is recognition, proper recognition.
Sure, Nipano, we see a beer, a caprebina, a beer. Odi be manua maleka prene nko
good
no on fine anyway they don't yet hey obi wo hono be ba han mo no ye feel say aban wa power mu nintu sometimes who kofi ekura ye feel say wo kasa ma aban ti no bibia na ye de ba wo mfichire o
yeah
wo be no kosa aban ni pa no kura say okojem okobi sasa mo no sometimes nye sika o
yeah
wo be konso kura wo mfi
no but me at times I even wonder because for instance obi to say big man like you. At times, who fly a bina, you end a radio or a TV program at 11 p.m.
Yes.
And I'm like, this man is a family man. He's not been given any appointment in government just for mere communication in Tino. As well to me free a media establishment around 11 p.m.
Sometimes they don't, you get back home.
That time, Minister Nwada, we're trying to last a tea on Nwada. You are, I mean, in this heat around midnight, Ukofi any ade. So, I mean, I dear quarantine as someone meanwhile, Omo enjoy all the appointments and the portfolios, Omo no, Obu Okro adwuma 10 by 2 no upon. Nzwaji aben adwuma awoye. Oh, that's what
absolutely.
And this is not your last network, I'm saying, and Obekoso. You have another one in the evening.
Absolutely. But I adwuma yaji ato ye ho so.
Party in film. About communication director no that's so.
They don't know.
On conference
Richard
Ahiagba. Yeah. Oh, that's all. One air communications director.
Or your community.
No, but you feel him in that office.
They don't or buy or born home, but you see.
Carefully. Radio Suntia or money home or
they don't.
You have to feel him within the political space.
You see,
when was the last time even or issue a press statement on a national issue?
They don't. Say press conference, obey issue press statement.
And I'm being informed they say Ejuma no Oje and Onunkwan eye. Even the deputies now around him, no, hardly does he delegate them.
They don't, the deputies are there. Everybody takes a role.
Hey!
Oh, they don't.
Kafi.
They don't see a woman.
One wabasa beje kone kumbio.
They don't see a woman.
Ka o strike. Afi wasabe ejuma no watch say ejuma no be yampa. Ensuo mu o, ohan mu o, ni nyina wo ye. Enti ni ya na wo ye no.
They don't yuguso.
Nti they make say Amanfo say they don't feel him in that office, no.
They don't.
You think say I mean
you feeling Richard don't be when you
Agba.
Yes.
Honorable Director of Communications, yes. MMPP. The party in government.
Solid director.
Yes, so wara who nation solid be all you. Why am I say continue? But anyway, on this NDC shake up the new twister, Omo chairman their man say the leadership wasn't cooperating with the leadership in parliament in Tina. The speaker in parliament, that change, I mean, who is saying?
They don't. I think some may ban. My main for the case, so I'm in Franchia at tier 43. I got the 98.9. Now, almost so sandy data, a share on Facebook.
Good.
Yet Yomunina, me chair, me party moon penny for no chair, director of communication at the national and then at the regional level. Region there, a year honorable Alaji Sabo on a Yashenase. Now they don't machia me am impesuas where Atiwa East for. No machia me near Alex. Now my wishing away.
Hey, Charlie, obi the message about say studio now to Niyampamu. Also ni see Amatwaka and so cry. Also what's the guy doing in the studio? Has he not seen the circular from our director? He needs to stop that program now before we get on him. MPP for boys nejo.
They don't.
Almost say ye child yama unko. No mon suma.
They don't be but catch on so munya botre.
I can't lie. I said tell my brother Kafi what's he doing in the studio? Hasn't he seen the circular from our director? Okay, so me money din. Hey. One son so was me money din.
They don't money din.
Kwabna mafo.
Ai minimum no pa.
Also no original officer.
That don't minimum the pa. Cobra me.
Also what's here then?
They don't hear
the circular need there. You are not to I mean go on any network.
They don't matumra. But you see, like I rightly said.
No, but why would there be a collective decision but one man obey what you with your own financial man out there? You flout it and
go. I asked my regional director of communication. They don't
Sabo.
Yes.
And also saying.
And then you see a pahu adaben a program you respect
Thank you.
And then producer Ayesifa called me yesterday. Even I sent all the circular to him. And then he told me, Sekafu, it's a program so a respected program no. And talk to your director and let's see say if at least otherwise, then it means that I shouldn't have been here. And director permitted me say at least for Happy FM there. And yes, sir, so you saw me late cry because I was conferring behind some member and I said my member until I got the glance from director. Sabo say member, and I know people will be angry, but I didn't come here on my own willpower. I came here by conferring, and then director gave me the permission. Say at least for Happy FM, I should honor the invitation and come, and then defend.
Yeah, that's him. Patrick, young coin this year, so.
And to the don, the Atiani said, the don and this year, some limitier, Miami Alex. And she see a jar at talk or young quabo Gisemua. Now, was saying, so dear, so dear. The don, what is happening? And they say, media may feel say, the air cost war party, no. They should rather come together in as much as here as MPP, no. ABI, Becca say, no. We don't want to defeat a limping horse. We want to defeat a full horse. And the best from say, Omumbra together. Now, among closing in on their ranks. But they don't. Me feel say they have elected a leader who is a bit vindictive. Vindictive in the sense that they don't. Ushe argument no awadi beni nyina they don't. It doesn't hold water. All because they don't. Ushe Haruna capacity awadi jina ho as minority leader they don't. Up until say ye Haruna free hono and the Haruna be who say house na no wono and you obia na closing in on him. But that is how leadership is. And sometimes you sit back and then you wonder, how can my own people treat me the way they have treated me? All because they don't. You know, there was an interview that was held with Dr. Dufour. And then Dr. Dufour says, yeah, to Obama as flag bearer, Haruna is a nice gentleman that he will pick him as a running mate.
Man said that.
Oh, they don't. The video is there. I can share the video with you. And they don't. I believe that this is where most of these arguments are coming from. Now they don't. Dr. Dufour on your party bar.
Oh yeah.
So if he goes and says, say you're to Obama Mia, they don't. I will pick Haruna as a running mate. Is it a crime? And even we chairman Asiedun Ketia, they don't. On your 129/7 our parliament almost to Abano. So if 129/72 stands and said your yen no nyadua, it means that almost to AbanoOkrano doesn't agree with your decision. And there was an issue that went to parliament at the dawn. A minority leader at that time, Eka said there be a mamu and farmer because sa elections here ye the home for more a be open a be creative problem. And it's how we now more starting more fun to form near way no. They don't. And no microphone so picking and say, be a one support to chairman.
Yeah.
But they don't. It is never true. Some will support your leadership, some will not. But so we all come together and stay on one course. And no petition, council of elders, that I believe at least is the highest form. So if you come back and at the end to say decision na mafano obient me my men's samagine. Now they don't. And yet, Chairman Asiedun Ketia na kwaka say, Emra ye to abayi Chairman Ofosu Ampofo no. Emra no Ofosu Ampofo air appointed director of elections no. Okacha ne so ntwam ye ni Mahama Nwi ansana. Express Mahama Nwi ansana. You are appointed sa appointment no. And Chairman Ofosu Ampofo say on na ye the leader of the party. Enu nti no obeka no abontem poto. E di gu Ofosu Ampofo hu fi just to win an election. Now the oye they don't the same thing no you know. You see abaya the botachi you the farm buy ho. Na ochina no ya san yi e the abobi foforo. Enti onke hu say sa ba no the bo chema for so ampofo no you the farm buy ho. Ochina you be sa ba na free buy ho near the ababa bo no ankasa. They don't. How would we have even know? Say abano amokoto ya no mo agitum so mo lusu abano. And therefore when they were going to court they were ill prepared. Omuni information they court. Enye Asiedun Ketia na kokan just to discredit Ofosu Ampofo. Just for election purposes. Now they don't know we near the any we are. They be a mekase se wo tete se bo a e wo fia. Oni a obere wan kasa. Enti say do to no a Johnson Asiedun Ketia eto ye no omo national chairman to ye no say duro no obi de be manam no
ho ada ben wo happy 98.9
enti de yakwan na ya akakabensam wo besuawu me de me mind decision ma take ya na ma take. The national way no cannot do anything. I have taken my decision. They don't. We as a ruling party Sebio, if you don't get an opposition that is strong, now we need elections to crown, you might think that you have override them. But we need an opposition that can put us in checks. And they don't. That is what the beauty of democracy that we are seeking for is. Now they don't. You think that that kind of pain you have thrown against these leaders that you have taken out. And to for sa pain no, sa yaudi na ni omumu a omde be di party na bro. Saya Udiani ni omumua, omuna de be kwa party na ba power na wa ba ka say open so as we chairman when I was the party na ba power just to add credit to your credibility.
I see.
And he should understand that the award ye for us. Inka enfire ho. Inka omo ex-president nyame fa ne nkransie inkobeka chen say ziu fiasem. Ntinka yende nke bedzie fiasem. But ye di fiasem one they don't.
We're happy 98.9.
And we want to remind him that abane da so famban ho emre pemu no ombe yi di abono. And so he should remember. Yes, they don't.
I see.
Because they don't. It's so shocking. She enka the petition you call ye. Mpanyinfo eba be kasa ye. Even if you are the party chairman, you subsume under them. And Alex Meboa. So if you subsume under them, they don't. Then be on coffee chire wabofno. So can go behind these elders and tell the elders to even convince these leaders that you have changed. Say Omontias here na enye smooth. But they don't. Look at what Atta Forcing is doing. They don't also be a open baby a corner ni aje. And therefore our tom way osiwe o jabu pe. And they don't can who say baby send your nose we're raising excitement or china what dashing excitement the so-called 64 will also come and write a petition say what is
yeah.
Because they say no, the excitement to a press conference was so ni Haruna Kasa and now who we speak a cry resume yo. And he's starting his resume on the 9th, meboa. On the 7th, and he resume on the 7th for no or call ya or 300 cities so if it is not resolved. Haruna will have to move to the back. Nenipa na waye ni say no, sa asemba parliamenta, ofo so be sori aka akasa. On kasa. Say woman torimumu until say parliament be into recess. And say vote to be abananke hu hia. E say ye argument na koye secret voter. That on these people will ship people in alignment just to punish the party.
Kafu Mamina was Mema Alex some 3-4 minutes be finally now. Memra back to you then we wrap up for today. Alex.
Yeah, they're done.
You know, I mean, what are your expectations? I'm sure the delegation will arrive anytime soon. Omo Bano. What are you expecting to happen?
Sure. They don't. The woman, you know, they say, Sena ya canon. You know, party in Penifo, Omudi Omunai, Asia Semenuso. Almost a yen train. Na Omunsha Semenumu. No mon for ye and 2 years. I like my candidate no. A very deep say this decision no. Ye beka say ye tree assign. Because ye tree sign challenges say afoforo e de beba no e bia say yan hwe ya yen to me so. And we know it is sebi efie nyansa they handle this kind of issues. Na be can what we say. What they should have done now by now. Say ye be free leaders na
ye you
no na yen for mun trust na yen new mun kasa yen new mun kasa wie no mo tiase a na ntiase aye adwuma no what we need to do is to organize a joint press conference
98.9
na yen mo kwan na mo ankasa enka mo asem
okay
and more being cancer mention mo ano
Matthias
yen mo opportunity so they would talk so mo atiase pa de mo betumi aka say oh despite everything no
that's Atta Forcing so afraid Haruna and then akasa
you know ni kasa onu no si waye me say be can fa me can
you don't believe say obetumi I'm start that courage in akasa
oh why not obetumi na akasa so has he been able to heal the pain
you understand me enti ye hia party penifo no so omo be yes so omo to me back out omo to me ye joint press conference honorable Aruna Mutaka, Honorable Aveji, all of them are there. Don't be cancel. The SCAB no ya jemo. Enti yesre supporters ni say obi anye kam. We are going to work with the new leadership no. Na ya mase parliament asosidi. So moye bibi sa ibeboa. Then on the other hand, students say, party penifo. Yenim say, nyamiya adoma 2024, yeba power. You understand me? Oh, yeah, but
I'll be out to 2 results.
Oh, yeah, but Jaidia Okano. One I can say, maybe
okay. So Alex, you remember?
He can say, party penny for.
They don't do a kind of man train sign.
Say,
so over power, man train sign.
Power na ya bada da wo ka say.
O do no don rest bi wo. We so train sign say.
So also
5 PM no mo da so chiwa.
They don't move beji bofu beba. And we need okra beba. They don't near the as say, "Oh, yeah, Daniel fan grass."
House of Kasana.
They don't yeah, Daniel fan grass.
Oh, come on. Yeah, hey.
Eti the American idea system they say.
Wow,
party penny for from no. You know, there are certain concessions I'm to me. They are 2 of my name. We believe you say yeah, the 2 of my name they will accept it. Na almost almost support because the cousin me catch away ne say Honorable Aruna being maybe have a coffee.
Maybe have a coffee. Me that say.
That was the angle. Say you because say you sure a new year. You knew muka say here.
Matthias all right. Mami for the final bite of the pie. Emma Kafuina. We say goodbye for today's edition. But in the meantime, Mami, and send these special greetings out. And comma a year. One of the soul friends I've just gotten. Jamaiti. Man Jamaiti, who are the Next Level Boutique. Jamaiti Next Level Boutique. Agbelimpe ho, a very soul brother. Mami, and we show the best of the day today and of course throughout the week. Now we have a link up later on into just wait on me. I'll be there after the show. Now we'll do it from there, okay? Mami, and now as a power for that show of love, I would and the squad more Jamaiti environment only, you know, it's a feeling environment. Anytime I pass through, no, the guys big me up a big time into no more Belimpe, that joint or no. A very good evening going out to you and to the big man himself, Jamaiti. Kafui Kellet, na fe yampon.
They don't me Alex Kasano sister Haruna Kasa. Bibia beto from Haruna emu wayimumu.
Why mumu? Hey, I'm in appearance. We have emphasis on more Bobo be or Tamalona. Karela for game, no. Now, Haruna, they were seen a nitty game in Janam Sekai.
They don't say, oh, man, not that
in the Karafi.
Why deaf, but on your down? Why down, but on your deaf?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Haruna Idrisu, or a very level-headed.
Oh yes.
And I'm sure I'm not thinking, sir. He will cause any confusion within.
No, they don't. He will not. But
he will allow it to. I mean, lie.
No, they can't.
He's not peeved at all. Okay.
Now they don't. Wait, Alex, or you know.
But I'm just waiting, sir. Parliament to reconvene because on the 7th, no, we all will be in Parliament. You see who are to force in show.
They don't.
Now, you hear how Haruna and Muntaka will conduct themselves over there too. Oh, that one there. That change is irreversible. That's what they say. Coffee, so finally, kill it.
So they don't. Finally, what we will do is say your best your party penny for.
Martin.
Say communication is a key to ensure that you be to me about party in Hodero. Into your ni emra so. Now making sure at least it's important the resources. Now you to me a jina now so to me a Germany.
Yeah.
And you know it's a very key thing. The strike that has come, no, Mesriminu and Momoma, Yenyabutre, Nayenshre, the new leadership under GFK. Meaning said they don't. JFK and Chemain team, they will perform. We should not rather give them excessive pressure. They don't, but you see, a yes a government and so making sure say, who's a party, no, and a diomo buy, and you know, I have some many party. Now you to me a party where you many
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
So we started at 1 and it's 5 now. My enda team no assay for the support. And especially to our earlier guest on Noba for that one-on-one interview, Koku Anyidoho. Koku, we appreciate your appearance. Thanks to you, boss. Let's do this one more time. Na Yemfa in push Ghana forward. Thanks going out to our just exited panelist, Alexander Kyoko and Afe Kafui Amega from the NDC and the MPP respectively. And of course to our production team, Kojo Sifa Dankwa. Yami Aduma next week, Anna Yakwa Kosie Sifa Papana. Yaya Huye no and watch out for the details. Yeah, the better drama mona Moso Mabab with that support. I mean, Pastor Thomas Kofia Samuaso for taking us on social media. You're from the Dawn, Kwabna Pra. You better say for a year today. Coming up, the One Putu Sports and watching other programs will continue.